First thing I'm doing, by the way, I might just like try to get rid of that slow and DOS. Now that the King said something about it.
Yeah. Okay. Dispel magic.
No, I was gonna do detect magic first to see if there was any could I
Oh.
source out what the spell is? That's slowing.
You do not detect any traces of magic. Dassar is slowed for what seems to be another reason.
Okay.
You're not sure how long it lasts, but it seems to persist for like a day. Oh, not a full day just yet, but in the morning when you guys are going to think. Speaking of, just as a note, every square here is 2 days of walking travel. Do you guys want to spend the gold to get the horses towards Gutmush Mountains at least, or you want to save up on gold?
Headfee's gonna buy horses. He doesn't want to walk with a slow dash.
How much are horses?
He doesn't care.
75 gold per horse.
Headfree, how many horses are you getting?
Relax. I'm buying one for each of you again.
Why are you just spending all your money on us?
Because I'm tired of walking.
Okay.
If you don't want a horse, you can walk behind us.
Should we get a carriage, like 2 horses and a carriage then? Make it easier on the horses and us.
In the mountains?
You're right.
You wouldn't be able to even take the horses period into the mountains. But horses to the edge of mountains and horse and carriage to the edge of mountains will work. I'd say depending on whichever one you choose has its merits and demerits, but they'd probably cost around the same. Because if you're not buying 6 horses, you're just buying 2 horses and a carriage, which is equally expensive. So regardless, it's 75 times 6 of GP, regardless of whatever you pick. So minus that down to whoever's paying, probably Headfree.
Headfree will pay 300. Someone else can pay the 150.
I got you. I got the other 150.
I'm here, by the way. I just finished up.
Yep. Welcome. We're just traveling and sorting out logistics.
Yep, I'm also just sorting out. I forgot to add in Ezekiel into the thing.
I just had to wipe my daughter's bum.
No, I forgot to add you into my characters thing that appeared in the who's talking and who's not talking.
Stream.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've got your character card, but I don't have your actual icon on me.
You can get that.
Oh,
you can get that
roll
later.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sort that out later.
Speaking of these things, how are we gonna split the gold from the trolls? Are we just gonna split it evenly, or bounties for each troll?
We'll figure that when we get there, but I'm probably going to kill most of them anyways.
You wish.
It should be.
Alright. Confirm, is it separate horses or horse carriage?
Horses and carriage probably would be the smartest, but it's up to Headfree or the rest of the group, really.
Headfree doesn't trust these people for horse. He's going to buy the carriage and steer it.
As I thought.
Good. All right. Okay. It's you learned your lesson. You now buy a carriage with a lot more windows, so you guys can actually see what's happening instead of just the drivers and stuff. And also, plethora of carriages are available, but you get what's as functional towards the Gutmush Mountain range. Because, yeah,
I'd be helping navigate the entire time.
Okay, so you two up front. Anyone in a weird place, like sitting up on the rooftop, being on a sniper position, or?
I'm following on my trusty steed.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, separate. Gotcha. Makes it easier for them. Yeah.
What was that?
It'll cut down the traveling time. It'll be halved, so it'll be 2 days there. For the first day, as you get to and solve the travel issue for now, as you get to around mid-afternoon, Dassar, you feel yourself come back to normal. So
Nice.
with that time period, and with your knowledge and just like a awareness of it, it seems to last for around 24 hours. It's a crazy slow.
That can't,
Yeah.
in theory, be dispelled.
It can't be dispelled. Yeah, it's whatever that drug is, and makes you sluggish.
Oh,
boy.
can we say before I set off, I handed a scroll to Dessar to try to copy?
Sure.
That's
basic.
Is
basic.
basic
Oh,
life.
bye.
Basic, you there?
He was so slow, his mind turned into mush.
Yeah, he's having a nap then. All right.
Don't
You
mind.
slip it in.
Don't mind him. It's
Yeah,
just catching up.
make sure you let him know later. But as the travel progresses, the first day goes by relatively uneventful, because it is rather safe around the areas of Allhome, even with the most recent events. You come across a small pond to rest, a fairly obvious and like very well used camping site rests here. Do you guys use this place as well?
Beats setting up a camp for my own.
I'd set like a camp to the side, not exactly with all of them, but like away, just far enough away to where I'm not like imposing on anybody, but also close enough so I can hear what they're saying
Okay,
about
no
things.
problem. Yep, as you get your own campfire ready, head for you. Since in this other campfire spot, you see a message. You see a tinderbox on top of it, like a note saying, "Leave enough for the other campers." And you do whatever you'd like with it. Yeah, and it's just very easy to start a fire with this one. And it essentially seems to be a popular place for the surrounding animals as well. They don't seem to approach, especially with the presence of Weaver. However, as the night progresses and as it gets darker and as the fires dim down, you do see in the vicinity eventually a bunch of like even the grazing antelopes and aurochs of the little of the plains here come towards this watering hole to drink. No predators, it seems. However, it seems to be full of wildlife around here. The sky is what once was like a dreary, gloomy day, it now clears up to brighter full moon night sky, clear, stars can be seen, and you guys, if you'd like to either speak with each other or have any sort of conversation with each other, do so now. I'll just get some things set up.
So, do we have any sort of plan for this troll subjugation, or are we just gonna go and fight them all willy-nilly? We usually don't walk into these things with plans, so I think
We're probably not going to be the ones in charge. They're going to have a plan. If they don't, we'll make one.
Okay.
We kill as many as possible.
Well, of course.
Has Weaver? Is that the first thing Weaver said since we left?
Yep.
Right. That's
I
a great
offer
plan.
Weaver some chocolates.
Where the fuck did you get chocolate from?
I'm back.
I always have chocolate.
Hey, welcome back.
Basics back.
Oh,
Missing
that's alright.
travel
I gave you a spell scroll to try to copy.
Me?
Yeah.
Can
Can
copy the
clerics
spell
copy?
scroll?
I don't think clerics can copy spells.
He's not a wizard. He's a cleric.
He's not a wizard.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a cleric. Only wizards can do that. Only
there
wizards
a
have
wizard in our
these.
party?
In your
book.
constant pursuit of knowledge, you are always mistaken for a wizard.
For reals.
Yeah, you even
Because
carry
every
around a
time-
book with you all the time, and yet people are like,
That
wow,
is
it's
true.
just
That
normal.
is true.
Yeah.
A fucking a librarian can be a college student can be mistaken by as a librarian sometimes. Trust me, it happens a lot.
Is there anybody in our party that can copy spell scrolls?
I mean, I guess just save it until.
You know,
Or
we
just
probably
save it
should have told
afterwards.
Vance where we're going.
2 of them.
I can. Is Vance not with us? Hold on. Yeah, I just
Vance
realized.
is in the city, like, what's all
Yeah,
these murders happening?
I
Where are they?
I'll go ahead and as we're walking, Das is just going ahead and cast sending. Fuck it. To Vance again goes. Vance, the group moving to Gutmosh Mountain Range. Troll hunting. Come east. Catch up. Good luck.
He's a researcher. He doesn't have to come with us.
I mean, he
You
seems like
hear a
he could handle
response, and he
himself just
says, "Oh shit, you're alive.
That's right.
I'm currently in the north of Thera Wilds. I
You're
have some
what?
business.
Oh shit!
fine. They're
This is
wild.
Vance?
If you really need me, send me again. I'll come in the hour, maybe." And that's all you get.
Maybe.
Das
Coin
is
flip,
gonna-
let's go.
That's gonna relay. Well, it seems like Vance is not even in Holholm now. Vance is in
You wanna go
Thera
back
Wilds.
He did stay for a few hours.
Hmm.
He can teleport. He can do whatever he wants.
You want to take the
yeah.
top off?
That's how I make a hit. check.
Oh boy. By the way, I think that is my last 4th level spell slot. No, ascending is 3rd or 4th. It's 4th, right?
Fed.
3rd. Okay. My bad. History, you say?
Yeah, yes. And good thing you have
23.
sending. That'll come in handy if you're stuck somewhere.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Stuck.
Dash
23.
just doesn't use it as often. so-
Duck step, bro.
Thera Wilds is relatively dangerous.
Mhm.
Prominence has had all sorts of dealings with, to the point where they're even properly putting up forts, just makeshift forts, and even like building like a proper fortress to drive back the force, the weird, just like overpopulated, monstrous races of the Thera Wilds.
Mm.
There's all sorts of savage orcs, goblins, trolls, or ogres, and whatnot.
Sounds like fun.
And on the north of them, that's usually where the more dangerous part is.
Hmm.
As in no contact, not yet explored place.
I'll
Like, this is a relatively new region to be explored by the world. Although has been colonized 200 years ago, this is still a fairly like fresh region.
Dash relays. Well, Vance is in the more remote region of Thera Wilds. Maybe he's got some good reason to research up there. Hope he's safe though. Just let me know if you want Vance to come get us something. I'll guess not to send in.
Right. Henry's gonna go off and make sure the carriage is in order. The horses aren't getting like any blisters, whatever it is.
Tide would be feeding the
Weaver
horses
is
and
already
ensuring
in the
that they're supposed to
carriage
go on.
waiting.
Okay, you check.
Oh, it's
The point of order head for you. Open the carriage. Weaver's there. You're like, oh fuck it, I'll check it later. Close. And then you just like.
He
you
was
turn
just
to the
waiting to go. He's just smoking a cigar, just waiting.
yeah. No, Hefty's gonna try taking the sky out of your mouth. It's fucking a wooden carriage. What are you doing?
The carriage is.
Weaver's not. It's not gonna burn down from a wooden,
yeah.
from a regular cigar. I mean, if I lit the place on fire, or if you set off one of your grenades, it's gonna blow up.
That's just fine.
Kite is just, feeding the horses, taking them to the watering hole, making sure they're fed and well rested.
Yep, they do so. They're at easier. Just something strangely peaceful about this place. And as the night progresses, as you all sleep in your respective either positions in the carriage or bedrolls and tents for the night here, outside just camping out with your horses. So too they rest, it seems. Earlier than you lot, which is weird. It really hammers home. Wow, the wildlife here is strangely at peace. Like, and this is where you see even now, another herd of orcs has gone into the watering hole and drank. And this time, with them, it seems to be like they seem to acknowledge the presence of a predator. As you guys see, what looks to be far from the mountain, this saber-toothed tiger. It seems to be
Ooh, Poppy once.
that seems to look at the camp, steer away from it, and go to like the far side of the drinking hole and drink there. And it's drinking alongside the orcs. You growl at it. It's too far. It's too far away. Do you approach it?
Nah, it's only if it comes closer, he'll do something.
Hold on.
Okay.
Recapping. Sorry, let me get this straight. You said a saber-tooth is detecting a predator, or is a saber-tooth predator? I'm lost.
The
here.
saber-tooth.
The
The saber-tooth is this predator that's being detected by this
Gotcha,
small
okay.
wildlife.
Sorry.
And even usually the small wildlife just scatter when there's a predator around.
Okay.
They seem to, like, they acknowledge that it's there, but they seem to drink with
calm.
the.
Okay. Just making sure. I thought it was like there's a bigger fish type situation here.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to tame it. I kind of want to tame it.
If you fail, I'm here to heal you.
Just let him die if he gets himself killed by a tiger.
I'm proficient in animal handling, so I'm like, I could potentially, maybe.
That's not how taming works.
Don't you think we have enough pussy in this group?
Whoa!
There's not a single woman here, is there? And I'm completely I'm completely overlooking them on purpose.
I think he meant cowards, but yeah, sure.
I didn't know if it had to be.
Talking about the big
Also-
cat that I'm standing beside.
Also, you know the
He's
gifts
just
of
gonna
one,
growl
right?
again.
Yeah, I know the
provoke
Githyanki
me
for
for
women.
please.
I was making a joke.
Ezekiel.
There's like two squirrels that like run away when you growl.
Who was the one that said pussy?
Ezekiel.
Just
Ezekiel.
Well, nevertheless, at least, I mean, actually, would Daz be familiar with why? Why? I mean, it's not
Oh,
uncommon, right? It's not uncommon that fucking predators be sitting around prey. Wouldn't be uncommon, but
It's actually pretty. This is a very uncommon occurrence. Actually, you genuinely have no idea. Are you proficient with nature?
I am actually, yes.
Oh, make a nature check.
Of course, the satyr's proficient with nature.
Well, yeah, bro. Fate. Oh, geez, never mind.
You have no idea.
God damn.
Double nat one?
Hi guys.
Would I be able
this
to
is
check?
unnatural.
There's like some sort of attractor device like underneath this lake or something. Like it there's gotta be it's alien to you.
Would I be able to check really quickly?
Do you have
Just
proficient in
seeing, like-
nature?
Yes.
You as well then.
18.
18.
Okay.
But funnily enough, you don't have a clue.
Wow. Okay then.
Okay, maybe we're fixating on the stuff, but anyway.
Just get
Do
to
I see
sleep.
any like remnants of like a dryad or anything like that being around? Like
As
like
as you go snooping about, Henry just takes his bedroll and goes to like beside the carriage where it's like a bit quieter. And then as you do so, you scare off what seems to be like a bunch more squirrels there. You guys then realize, Henry, you see this. They were starting to hoard acorns like underneath your carriage, as if thinking this was some sort of shelter. Like you just that's weird. Yeah, these animals here all seem to be just fairly lax, or yeah, it's weird. You got you pick around for any with that nature check. I'd say, you don't get any hints of sort of like other Fey beings around here, other than Das, I guess. And with that, you sense make a perception check, I guess. I'll give you
Can
one
I
as well.
ask?
I big proficient in that.
Can I ask?
What's up?
You said
23.
kite first. I'll ask later.
Oh no,
Go
you
ahead,
you
go
first,
ahead.
Das.
You said peaceful.
Yes.
Peaceful to the point of
Like
peaceful as
it
in
is
everybody
very
is,
very peaceful here. Like
as in everybody's fine, or barren.
no, everything is fine. There's small wildlife. You are at a point of the plains where there is quite a bit of trees around. Not necessarily enough to
Right.
shelter this for it to become a grove.
Like
There's still
savanna
a lot
type.
of open ground. Yes, correct. Like
Okay,
it is
that-
savanna. It is mostly greens. You'd get the sense in like the drier seasons this would be a proper like brown plains savanna.
Got it. Okay.
But it is lush. It is currently lush. And
How
yeah,
are the birds
it is
looking?
just peaceful.
Sorry.
Birds. You
If any
don't
indication
see
usually for like
much.
bird.
Yeah, you don't
Something
see much.
up-
There's not enough trees. Yeah.
Okay.
Best you'd see like an owl or two every now and then.
Huh. Even weirder somehow, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. They as is nature goes, since there are a lot of squirrels here, the owls are hunting around here. They seem to be the only active predators at the moment. As you're looking through that, Kide, you're looking through. You see. I guess the water is clearer than usual. Like it's very beautiful, sparkly looking water.
Can I drink from the water?
You drink from the water. It's great.
Are we? Sorry, we are stopping, right? We're not on the move. My bad.
You're
This is
currently
camp, currently.
camping. This is camping.
My bad. I was fully
is,
fully thinking that we were sleeping on the road type shit. Sorry.
I mean, you can if you'd like, but this
Not as comfortable.
you'd hardly get a rest in a carriage that's
okay.
moving. Yeah,
Sure.
especially cramped like that.
After you use the
Especially
spell
because
scroll,
Hector's
it
not
goes
letting anyone
away,
else
right?
drive.
Yeah. Was it sorry, Kide?
After you use the spell scroll, it goes away.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a one-time use.
Okay.
One time.
I would say I just shrug it off and then I'll go to sleep. I just assume that it's just like a natural phenomena.
Okay. Do you guys have watches or do you just trust in the peace here?
We will take the first watch.
Okay. Anyone for second watch?
Depends
I
if
would.
someone wakes up or not.
I guess I would. I only need to translook here. I don't need to actually sleep.
Okay. I'll limit it to 2 watches since you have a person trancing. They can be awake for the rest of the thing. In the first watch, as everyone seems to rest for now, some in their trance, the rest in their sleeps. You look over your party weaver. Make a perception check.
Hmm.
15.
Yep.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then counting you 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And just to double check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Something's
5,
wrong.
6. 7? Wait,
Number.
why are you counting 7? There's an extra person that's there sleeping with you guys.
Oh,
Weaver's gonna stand up.
kill it with fire.
You stand
and
up.
Slowly creep towards who I believe to be the one that stands out. The unknown
Okay.
figure.
The unknown figure. You make another
Are the
perception.
flames bright enough to see him?
Nope, they have dimmed down. It is. You're looking at bodies. Dead body. I'm kidding. 13.
Oh my god, he's the worst.
Honestly, just pick a number between one to 6.
1 to 7.
Can I light my
Actually,
flame?
1 to 6.
Can I
not
light
closer.
my blade up instead?
Okay. It helps, but they're covered. I mean, they're in their bedrolls, or they're in their tents, or they're in the. I mean, you can press this up
Hedry went over to the
carriage.
Hedry went over to
yes.
the carriage.
Yes. So I
He
guess
was
roll a
over by
1d.
himself a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm
So,
trancing, so I'm like out of
1d4?
my bedroll. I'm like crisscross applesauce, meditating.
Oh, okay. In that case, yes, 1d4.
I do have dark vision. Does this help in any way, shape, or form?
Not in the it does, and night this is even with dark vision. It's still night time. This is bright night time though. Like it is a full moon out, so
And in dark vision, don't you only see in grayscale?
Yeah.
you do. Yeah, and people are covered.
Okay, rolling 1d4.
Okay.
1.
You wake Ezekiel up.
What's up?
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
I think we have an extra person here.
Okay.
Such a dad response.
Let's
Sure, why not?
wake up. Let's wake up the person beside us.
As he
Can I
just-
keep my
Well,
eyes
you-
tracked while Ezekiel does that? Can I watch the 3 people that we haven't deduced who they
Sure.
are to see
go
which one
one at-
moves?
So
Yeah,
I
one
roll
at a
D3.
time. Yeah, sure.
How do I do a D3?
Slash roll 1d3. Slash roll space 1d3. One.
So the guy right beside me.
Yeah, you waking him up and Das, you just get shaken awake. Then
That's keep it down.
Right. Sorry.
Weaver has counted an extra one of us.
Where? Which direction?
Well, I
Weaver's
woke you up
keeping
to
his eyes
find out.
trained on the other 2.
Das wake up Das.
Wake up! Shut the fuck up! Wake up!
Wake up!
Shut up!
Yeah, you just see like the rest, and then 2 others sleeping head free in the on by the carriage, and the Kaid trancing just a ways away, and there seems to be 2 more covered people just in case there's like asleep.
How far away are they from
In their
Weaver,
sleep,
and what's
just
the
in case there's
distance
rain.
between those 2?
I mean, they're only like 10 feet.
Swear to God, if it's just Vance.
No, it's fucking not because he's too busy.
They're like
But-
20 feet away from you, but they're like 10 feet apart. These 2.
Just curious. There's a tree near us, because if there was, I'll be. Zazie would have been leaning against it with her hat down.
I don't know where Zazie was at this point,
Okay.
and it wasn't mentioned beforehand, so I can't
Well,
use
then-
that.
Well, then in this case, there are 2 people by a tree.
Weaver's gonna look at Ezekiel and Das, and he's gonna point to the one on the right, and then at them, and then he's gonna point to the one at left and point at himself.
Okay.
Looking through.
And he's
Sorry,
gonna start moving.
Weaver has dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna move as stealthily as I can.
Make a stealth check.
Which isn't actually that bad. God damn.
17. As you creep up to your one, and Ezekiel does to his, You watch as the one Ezekiel is going towards, the sleeping bag, this bedroll, begins to move and like shrink and then expand and shrink and expand, and then you
Oh, God.
realize, oh god, that's a larva-looking sleeping bag.
Oh no!
And it's slinking away. It's going away from you guys, but it's very slow.
Weaver's gonna circle around it and stop its path.
As you stop its path, it
Really?
like rears up,
Really?
and like it's like where the end of like the sleeping bag is. You see like just its maw open up to like just all these teeth.
Bonus action, rage, attack it.
You watch,
Oh my
as you
God.
attack it, make an attack roll.
Ah, shit. Oh no.
21.
It was actually Zazu.
Cut in half.
Oops.
Yeah, you deal with it, no problem. Just all the blood sprays out onto you. Oh dear, what a creature! It's a good thing you were looking at. It rolled a 14 on its stealth. It's gonna
Just good enough.
swallow one of you guys, and that would have been bad.
Oh, if it swallowed Headfree, that would have been so funny.
Yeah.
What even is my
Yeah.
passive?
Okay. That thing got taken care of. Nice. At that point, you wait for like another 30 minutes. The bit of the party is a bit perturbed, but eventually the exhaustion takes over, and one by one they go back to sleep. And eventually you find yourself sleeping as well. Thus first watch ends, and second watch is Kaid.
See, Poppy.
Good job, by the way. Yeah. Honk.
I'm just glad that Weaver, I didn't dump stat intelligence with Weaver so I can actually make deductions.
We can still do that as a low intelligence character, just in a different way.
Yeah,
Oh.
unless your intelligence is like 4, then
Yeah,
if
some
it's
of my
like-
characters, their intelligence is like 7, so it's not great.
Oh, mine Headfree's is 7.
By the way, that creature's name is called the Peeler.
Ooh.
When
Oh, I
each-
don't want to know what that
each
does. Yeesh.
person, yeah, it peels away their flesh and uses it as its cover. You get the sense
Hell
it probably
no.
ate someone in a sleeping bag.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shao would love one of those.
like you guys said that some of you guys have intelligence. My Cindery's bloody intelligence 4, remember?
Anyway, Kaid, perception check, please.
See, Poppy. Second and a half. Skills, perception.
28.
I proficient.
You keep a very, very, very close eye onto the tree line.
Wait, really quickly, is it like, am I looking over a great distance?
Not really.
Okay, never mind then.
The tree line is somewhat close. Not much trees to begin with as well, but you also saw movement there. But flitting, like very, very fast. You're not sure what it was, but it ducked behind a tree and
I'd flip on my Friede goggles and try to get a closer look at it.
Yep. Whatever it was, when you take a closer look, you can't get a better look at it now because it went behind a tree. You'll have to inspect it closer.
Whoa!
No thanks. I'll keep watching from the camp.
Okay. You'll keep watching, and eventually, the night passes. The morning comes. and everyone gets their long rest.
I
Das, you need...
would tell them what I saw.
Okay.
By the way.
Yeah, you saw something. Das, you need one more long rest, then you'll have your spell slots back.
Yes, sir. Did you guys describe the creature, by the way?
I couldn't see what it was. Or you talk about the worm creature.
The worm creature, yes.
Oh, everyone saw it.
Yeah.
Everyone thought
Yeah,
that.
you would
Sorry.
head feet. Head feet. Sorry, but those
Yeah,
were
That,
yeah.
that's look through his catalog. Is that how common is that thing? No,
Henry,
think about it.
It's not. You do have a beast. Thanks to picking up the bestiary, you would flip through to the page of the peeler. They are not. They are not native to anywhere. They are in the. They are in the category called the blighted monsters and parasites of the land. They are. They're just
Invasive?
eerie occurrences. They are.
Oh,
Yeah, they are
hell no.
invasive. They are rare though.
Ah, shit. Okay.
They
Is this
aren't.
corpse still on the ground?
Was it?
Good.
Its corpse is still on the ground. Yes. The worm is there, chopped in half.
Is there anything salvageable from this that's valuable?
Make a medicine or survival check.
Survival. Survival.
head
is
feet's gonna
death,
get the
right?
carriage
Which
ready.
one? Is medicine also wisdom?
Medicine
I'm
is
proficient
wisdom.
in survival though. Let's do survival.
That's survival. The furthest one's
21.
21. As you look through the corpse and I set it aside into the two halves that it was chopped. I'll look into it and peel off what is necessary to look into where the possible valuable materials could be. It's honestly mostly flesh. I mean, it's got its organs as a worm would.
Is
But other
there?
than-
Okay, so the wormwood I would take. Is there any like rings or like possessions from other people in its stomach?
With that check, doesn't seem like it. Might have dissolved. And also, like it has flesh like a worm would, not wormwood.
Oh, I thought you said wormwood because wormwood would be great.
Ew.
like a worm.
Yeah. Yeah, like a worm would.
Okay.
Would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wood.
Anyway,
Wood.
Wood.
it's interesting as he dissects it. I mean, you're relatively learned. Das, you get the sense just like any other creature once it's like inside the stomach and like digested, it will like properly digest like the food, whatever it is, into like the nutrients and just into its own very being. So
Yeah.
just you would know that its rate of success would be how big it is, and this was as big as a person. And in
I
your
would
book,
dig a hole in beer.
it says they are usually just hand-sized.
Oh, fuck me. Shit.
So
Wow.
this thing got
If
very.
it swallows Weaver, he's gonna activate the sword inside of it.
Oh, straight up.
They're both gonna burn.
Not
If he would just
curious.
use enlarge on himself and just burst out of it.
You said
Yeah. I mean,
blighted.
blighted.
Can he go to a blighted category in the bestiary? Is there even any blighted category in the bestiary?
Yeah, there is. It's a big section
Fuck.
in the bestiary actually.
Oh shit.
The blighted monsters are native to what is called the Great Undersea and the Underdark, as well as the region called the Blighted Lands, as well as the Wastes of Oblivion in the Free Cities.
How the hell did
Okay.
it get into the Gutmush mountain range then?
All home.
Uh,
Fucking gets transported by ship most likely.
Hey, look at you, Mister. Solved it really quickly. Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Like any basic
and
they go by ship.
you put two and two together. Lots of animals are at peace around this area. It was a perfect place for this
Country
parasite.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
But, but you're also a bit disappointed. Even with how big it was, it never really got any stronger. I mean,
Yeah.
get the sense. grew because it
Oh.
got lucky.
Yeah. Das kind of reads through this and goes,
I wouldn't be surprised if there was if something bigger like this might happen. It's easy to kill. It's just quiet. It used to be
Weaver
the
is
size of a hat
disappointed.
normally,
Yeah,
but
it's a stealth monster.
but depending on what it eats and depending on how long it is, it might grow as big as a I don't know, a troll.
Or the purple worms back at Mun-Dorul.
Doubt it. It's more larvae than a long ass worm like.
Correct.
So wait, are you telling me it could potentially shift into something else?
No, it's basically just
Yes.
another form of mimicry. Well. To be
Right.
fair, and he looks at the book. Well, we are getting on the carriage as we move. By the way, he's just
The best descriptor of it is is like a funny passage. It just says you are what you eat.
and Dash just shows the passage from the bestiary. What do you eat?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is the passage of like the scientist that was like the head researcher for at least this monster.
I mean-
there is like a proper descriptor of it, how like it's like it's from the blighted lands or vice versa, blah blah blah. But has been found all over the world as like some sort of invasive species.
Well, there's not a lot of mentions of it being a terrible creature in the night and whatever that can destroy cities or whatever. But considering it can mimic a sleeping bag like that, I wouldn't be surprised if it managed to
It ma-
eat something
I-
more dangerous with claws.
Hyde was not awake when this happened, so it's like it was mimicking a sleeping bag. Why would it do that?
It consumed somebody in a sleeping bag, most likely, and just mimicked its outside look.
Bastard.
I'm assuming at this point we're like getting on the road.
we're
Getting on the
getting
move.
Yeah.
I would.
You guys at the front are hearing this conversation because you have like a front window as well.
Yeah,
I'm talking
Headfield's
to
gonna close
Daz
that
through
window.
this window.
Headfield's gonna close it every now and then.
Since Dizzy
Weaver
is
will
here,
be sitting at the back of the cart to watch behind him.
Dizzy, can you roll a d100 for me? For these
Oh
guys?
Wait.
no!
Oh, not that druid
Oh,
luck,
no,
no,
Natural one.
no.
Natural one.
Natural one, though.
No.
Funny.
You can roll it.
Roll me
He's
The rolls
doing
and
Natural
fun
one.
stuff.
Natural one.
Is he?
Oh yeah, if you're busy.
Itch-
No,
itch-
no.
all of you and your natural one bullshit.
That one. It's
Natural
gonna be
one.
that one.
Do you
Can
see
I
how
roll it in
consistent.
excited
instead?
everyone is to have you roll?
I know.
Yeah, I'm
it's
excited. Everyone else
awesome.
is scared.
Yeah.
I don't know how Dizzy rolls. I'd rather friendly not roll. As long as friendly's not rolling, I'm cool.
What's the dead druid gonna do? Kill us?
To be fair, at least it's not friendly.
Just so the
At
dice
least,
know,
it's not friendly, yeah, for sure.
I'm playing a
Fucking-
druid in this game.
The
You'll be
druid is
fine.
technically
Oh,
dead at the moment.
Hey, a stack! A
64?
stack of blocks. Let's go.
A stack
that
of
is-
my
that-
attack blocks.
That is something. Can you roll a d8 for me?
Ah,
Oh,
shit! Don't you
Why-
dare
Eight
roll a one.
druids.
Variations.
Don't
Why
you
is there
dare roll a
variations
one.
of this?
A
Seven.
seven.
Oh
Slogan.
no!
Shit.
7 trolls.
7 trolls.
7 dire trolls. Though.
We get jumped. Yeah,
Seven
seven
wyverns.
Yeah.
Edfrey,
Wyverns are
grapple a
eating.
wyvern in
Wow.
each hand. Go on, do
So
it.
remember
being
that
said,
larva,
it
by
is-
the way? It consumed a saber tooth. That's great.
By the way, you did mention wyverns. It is massive plains before the Gutmush mountain range. There has
Oh,
been
God.
sightings of flying creatures, but that's all.
Yeah.
It's all good. Surely there can't be.
Weaver's
and
gonna
then-
get himself a new pet.
And then something an event happens not in the skies, but in the road in the dirt road in front of you. On your way towards Gutmush Mountains, there seems to be you immediately hear struggles and fighting, and then you see out there, just in the plains, there is this person with what seems to be in full plate armor, like very much like knights armor, great sword in hand, like this very good looking Zweihander, And he is just as he just finishes cutting up what seems to be like a wolf that lunges up to him. You see like 6, 7 more wolves just like begin like smashing into begin tearing into him. He seems to fare well for now, as he is in plate armor, but you're not sure how long he lasts. What are you guys doing?
Can I instantly
Wave's
stand
already
up
running
and
in.
start shooting my bow? Can I start shooting my bow?
You guys
towards
just open the carriage and the carriage explodes.
Real quick,
as he
what
gets-
race was he again?
It looks like one of those tall folk. Sadly.
It's not a dwarf. I'll help. He looks rich. Let's go.
Waver's
Ah,
already legging it
While
forward.
moving on,
The-
carriage
the
pulling
sword
up,
is
can I
a
shoot
light.
arrows?
Okay. Between all of you guys, these are just normal wolves. Between him, I'd say you'd quickly dispatch
Really?
Weaver. You'd probably use a rage, and I think that's about it. I'd say.
Killing wildlife like Tuesday, bro. That's great.
You just see you're like, and then they're gone. They just like murder this wolf pack. Yep. And you're like, huh. Well, at least they're efficient. Yeah, not a wolf. Well, 8 wolves, but yes. The knight in question then wordlessly turns towards you guys, looks towards all of you, and then cocks his head to one side and he says, thank you. I take it you're all going to General Allen's call?
Yep.
Weaver nods.
To be honest, I
Oh.
helped you because I was tired of the conversation that was happening.
I see. Thank you, I guess. I mean, I think I was fine. I'm not entirely sure. There's been plenty of people stronger than me that have died to less, so I don't normally have people helping me and jumping to my rescue. It's usually what I do. Many thanks. So whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Thanking.
As this is going on, I'm just skinning and pelting the wolves.
Weaver will take a couple of fangs.
Just looks towards the people looting. Oh, typical adventure.
I don't mind them. They're scavengers.
Weaver's gonna growl.
What do you mean? This is really good pelt. Look how soft
Yes.
it is, and I rub it against
Well,
my
it's
face.
good to take the prize
I'm
of
wearing
your kills,
magical
usually.
armor. Who needs pelts?
I need pelts. Who doesn't need
They make a
pelts?
lovely bedroll.
And they also make good coats if we ever get trapped in some winter zone.
I have a
Oh.
cloak. It's magical. Why do we need this?
You have a cloak. I do not. Well, I have a cloak. It's just,
Should have brought a cloak.
Also, did I ever get the dagger from the gift shop, Clyde?
Oh,
No?
Did not.
Okay.
Oh, you know my
I'll
name.
have
What's
to- let's
yours?
go there. I get it when I go back.
oh, did you actually say it? I didn't hear it through all that.
Yeah, I
Did you
said
say
I said head furry. Yeah.
Okay. Name is Gulliver. Did I say? Wait. Yeah, Gulliver. Whatever. I said it
Gulliver?
already. Gulliver.
Gulliver.
Not
Got
Vier.
it.
It's just Ver. Yeah.
Gulliver.
Golly, got
Got
it.
it.
Oh, sit. Get back out.
Hmm.
Get outside.
Weaver.
Head free, Weaver. Well.
Oh, the name's
enough.
Kide Evanhart.
Kai Devonhart. Gulliver. I'm of Greencliff, and I am hoping, and he turns towards the mountains, that honestly I could be of use. This is going to be my last adventure, I believe, and I mean, you guys hear the roar, yes? One head, 2,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Definitely set me and my family up for life. I've been adventuring for around 2 years now, and I think it's about time I stopped risking my life for such high rewards.
Only 2.
Only 2. Yes, I know. A little laughable, but I've made my way. I mean, I can afford all this. You see there are lots and lots of dents on his plate armor, especially where the legs are. And his Y-hander, now you see in this point, it's a bit nicked, it's a bit used. Definitely like on his last leg sort of knight-looking guy.
What did you do? Make a dwarf maker armor?
It's like, I'm afraid not. Just your usual humans, not as good as quality, I believe.
Dwarfs is worse.
They are? I mean, I kind of get that where you're coming from. I have my biases too. Except that's usually just for goblins. I hate goblins. Well, I don't suppose you lot have any room in your carriage? Maybe the roof? If it's full?
Ask them. You can squeeze in the back, I suppose.
No, the back's free. I'll take it. Is this fine with the rest of you?
No, I'm driving.
Completely fine
Come
with
on.
it. I'm navigating, so not a problem with me.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'd offer to pay, but I assume you'd have no need of what a meager coin I can muster, especially with the talk of magical armors and whatnot.
Maybe just 10%
I give a
of
look
what
to
you
head
make.
free.
Maybe just
10% of what
10%
I
of any trolley kill.
Make?
Any
200
trolley
gold
kill.
for a ride there? Actually, sure. I don't want to miss any sort of the action, especially with a group like you, of course. Sheaths his great sword.
And
Stretches.
I don't want to like just blindly trust a stranger and like offer him rights. Is there anything off about him?
It's hard to tell. He had his helmet on the whole time. Make an insight check, but you have disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Right, rules. Don't talk to that
16.
one. Pointed ass. He'll talk your head off.
What? He looks towards the carriage where the satire is, and then he goes, "Oh, interesting choice of company. But I guess it's not the
He was gonna light a cigar.
It's not too under
You smoke, motherfucker?
Yeah, it's not too weird. You have a lion man. You have that's a normal person. And you have a
Yes,
drow,
Weaver
you have,
smokes.
you have a Durgar. It's a very colorful party. But
What's his name again?
Gulliver.
It was Gully, I think. Whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he says Gulliver
And he
of
traveled. Wow.
Greencliff.
Greencliff?
Yes.
Yep, outside the mountain.
Oliver,
Yes.
Green.
are you a knight by any chance?
I am a and he stops there. You look familiar. Do I know you?
No, but your mannerism by having your helmet on while addressing people is very rude.
Ah, well, Knightsman. That is true. Forgive me. He takes off his helmet. You see, what looks to be just a more bit chubbier in the cheeks, sort of like male human. Very very like fiery ginger hair that is like swept back. But apart from those like features, he seems to be definitely on the older side and like wrinkles. And he just says, you know, I normally just forget the helmet is even on. Forgive me. You're right. That is unbefitting of a knight. He looks closely towards you, inspects you, Ezekiel, and then
Yep.
he shakes his head. And he goes, probably not. Well, he smiles. Nice to meet you all. Yes, only knights by title, and I genuinely do not like such a title, and nor do I wish to bear it any longer. I wish
Also-
to. Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to
He
interrupt.
says, I wish to retire after this, as well as retire my knighthood. And you guys are aware, you do not get a knighthood here in this country. He definitely came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Although he did say off Greencliff, so
Yeah.
it's a bit weird.
I'll talk to him on the carriage while.
Yeah,
Sure.
Headfree's gonna use
I was gonna
thaumaturgy
ask
to
what-
boom his voice. And to say 2 minutes or I'm leaving.
Okay. The rest of you that are skinning the survival checks that are getting the wolf stuff.
Okay. I was gonna ask what the insight revealed.
Oh, the insight check, 16. Hard to tell, even. But as soon as he takes it off,
13 for
seems like a
survival.
normal guy. But I mean, with the way he fought before and the way he swung his sword, as well as moved in the plate armor, he seems to be like an experienced fighter. But not in the sense where he could outshine any of you guys, honestly. Maybe Desar, but you know, saw Desar to be much of a fighter. Okay. Those of you that are skinning, I mean, you get what you want, but that's all. You don't get all of like what's there.
I just wanted a couple pelts.
Yeah. Sure. They're wet. Keep in mind. So wherever you're keeping them, it's gonna be bloodied and
hang
stained.
them on the what is it? The right side of I guess I'd be sitting on the right side of the carriage to like let them quote unquote dry.
Sure. Okay.
So, just quick recap. Did I miss something? Like, was there a battle or something?
No,
there was a very quick battle. There was just like this wolf pack was attacking this knightly figure.
Okay, that's it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the battle
Yeah,
was
decimated them.
easily just skipped over since we're all level 8 to 7.
Yeah.
So. And then normal wolves, nothing special.
Yes, they're normal wolves.
I'll just say, Clyde, I'll just say with my, because I rolled really low, all I get was a single claw, wolf claw, because everything else I tried to get was all broken and damaged.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Sure, not a problem. You have a wolf claw. Still pretty cool. Okay. As eventually you'll all continue, and as he rides, just tags along at the back of the carriage. Ezekiel, you on your horse, you trudge along, and you said you wanted a conversation with him.
Yeah. With just in regards to his retirement, what's he planning on doing?
He looks down for a bit, then he looks up at you, looks you in the eyes. He said, he said, and then he begins saying, "I plan to get ahead of a troll at least, or at least do my part enough to earn ahead of a troll, maybe even 2. After that, I will help my wife in her business with the money I will achieve. I'll just be I'll use my skills as best as I can, of course. I'll protect those around the village that I was from, back in the Empire. Be back with my wife, who I have not seen in the last 2 years that I have told her that I was adventuring. We had both decided that we needed to. We could not maintain our way of life without some sacrifice.
You'd be a great butcher.
No more of that meat or blood on my hands, if I can help it. Especially since they are starting to hurt with all these years of swinging, and it's only 2 years. My goodness. But I... What? Apart from helping... Yes, sorry.
Do you think your wife would be interested in moving to here?
Oh, no, I don't think so. there isn't really a need for the more noble pursuit craftsmen, I believe, around here. They are well, it pains me to say about the country that has looked after me dearly for these 2 years, but this kingdom seems a bit more they put in a lot more effort and emphasis on efficiency, and thus are looking for lots of craftsmen to deal with such. My wife only makes just beautiful accessories and cuts gemstones when needed. And as such, I'll be a bodyguard of her place and our place in the village. And for you to spring up this question on me, as for what I want to do, I was only planning to give this gold to my family. See my children grow. See my wife happy. Yeah. Well then, what can I what can I spend for myself? And he begins thinking.
New sword?
Oh no, I hope I have not the need for a new sword. That would
You
mean
just
more
said
fighting.
you're gonna be protecting your village. That's also more fighting.
Weaver's
know,
gonna
I
get out of
know.
the carriage now. He doesn't want to listen to this.
Was that sorry?
Weaver will jump out of the carriage now. He doesn't want to listen to this.
Do you
We are
run
moving pretty
alongside the carriage?
fast.
You are moving fast.
Once they shut up, I'll jump in. I can still dash and keep up as long as the horses aren't actually dashing the whole time.
No, you cannot.
Well, he has
Even
barbarian
the roof.
speed.
I have barbarian
Uh,
speed. I'm moving at
Uh,
if I dash, I'm moving at 90 feet.
a carriage moves normally at 120 feet per round with dash. You'll be quickly left behind.
I didn't realize we were dashing. Okay, I'll stay in there.
Of course you're dashing. What else would they be doing? Yeah.
Head free is all about efficiency.
There, it's head feet driving.
Yeah, and there's no reason for you to not be dashing, especially in it's just plains. But yes, he becomes quiet for a bit as he just contemplates, what do I do with my money? Like, he only really planned to just give it to his family.
Ezekiel, we'll say for continuity's sake as well, we strapped your horse onto the front of the carriage with the other ones.
No, Ezekiel was riding alongside us.
Yeah, they're
he said
shouting
he
to
was
each
in the
other.
back of the carriage. What's it called? Oh, they're shouting to each other? I
Yeah.
thought he said he was in the back of the carriage.
No, yeah, talking through a window or whatever, since we got windows this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
No, that works.
All good. You think about it and we'll get back to it later.
I'd like to think I think I would definitely just be satisfied with just giving it to my family, and that's all. And that's it for him. He enjoys the views as much as you guys do, and time quickly passes by, and before you know it, you arrive. Although you lot are exhausted, you do arrive at the base of the mountain, and there is like a clear path towards the valley that runs through the Gutmarsh mountain range. There is like one long valley that the locals will be familiar with that runs straight through. I'll just draw it on the map real quick. It's just gonna
Wait, we're
like
exhausted.
it'll. Was that sorry?
You said we're exhausted?
Correct.
How?
Not the actual exhausted,
Ah, okay.
but like you know.
I was confused. Like, what?
Flavor
Um,
text exhausted.
Like out of breath, basically.
Yeah, like have you like if you guys haven't like
A long day travel time.
it's passenger's fatigue, you know.
Like jet
um,
lag, or when you get out of a long car ride.
It's just when you get out of like any long ride. He talks too much. He only talked much because he was asked some profound question, you know, like
Exactly.
of
That's
those,
why he
like-
regrets.
a lot of A lot of people will talk a lot if you ask them what's the meaning of life. So, but yeah, eventually you do find what seems to be another like proper like camping place, except this time this seems to be a lot more used, and it's a pretty defensive defensible looking like place, just like in this cavern, just overlooking like just the direction towards Olholm. You go up the mountain just a little bit towards this place. However, it's it's a decent place. There has been signs of all sorts of activity here, of all sorts of camping activity, and you watch as he gets out something from his bag. This Gulliver does, and you watch as he places a bead down, walks like 5 feet back, and you watch as it just pops, like it just makes a, and it pops into like a tent, a campfire that's already been lit and has a cooking pot on top of it, and what looks to be like a stool.
Does he have a tiny hut scroll?
No. What? Kind of. Huh? It is
Just use
not
a bead.
tiny.
It's an insta camp bead by the sounds of it.
Yeah. It's just an instant camping kit. Yeah, he sits on the stool and you watch as silently, with his helmet back on, he just starts making some sort of stew. What do the rest of you do? Yeah, he seems to camp like a little bit away from you guys, but not too far away.
I asked to see his sword.
Okay. He asks to see his sword, and he says, "Why, certainly." Yeah, he unsheaths it, gives it to you.
I would try like seeing if there's anything I can do for the sword.
I mean, looks like it's in its last legs. Any sort of like massive impact onto it would probably shatter this thing. But
More like
it can survive.
lengthening
It
the life
survive a
of
few
it.
more fights, you think?
Is there
Was it,
anything
sorry?
as like anything as a rune shaper I could do to like lengthen the life on it, just to make sure it doesn't like instantly break in the fight?
Who knows? You want to try?
Yes, I very much want to try.
As
What is
you
happening?
begin to get your like chiseling tools, he goes, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I'm going to make sure that it doesn't, or I'm going to attempt to make sure it doesn't shatter on you while you're fighting, so you're left without a weapon.
Attempt. So you're saying you can fail at this?
No, more like, well, yes, but I don't think your weapon will break. It'd be minor. I'd only be tapping onto your hilt, nothing on your blade.
It will be fine, he says, taking the sword back.
But I insist.
And I insist that it is completely fine. Thank you for your offer.
Okay. But if I have to save your ass, I'm charging a fee.
Whoa.
Okay.
If Henry hears
I
this,
say
he's going
that
to
in
laugh.
jest. I say that in jest. I say that in jest.
He seems to be very confused, but yeah, he's just confused. He just says, "Okay, all right," and then he just goes back to his
Fire speed, burn them
cooking pot.
hoes. Why is it muting?
Yes. Anything else you guys wish to do in this cave?
By the way, Kide, what was the scroll that you wanted to lend me? Kide?
I'm sorry,
Henry's
my
gonna make
hotkey
sure-
isn't working. It's a tiny hut scroll. I wanted to
Oh.
see if you could replicate it.
Okay. Never mind. And you can keep it or still give it to me to save. How big is the
I'll
cave again,
keep it.
sorry?
Oh, there's a glitch, buddy.
The cave entrance is around it's 20 feet wide, 10 feet high.
Do I see anything 120 feet in?
No, it's only 20 feet in.
Oh shit! And it just drops, or like incline, or like straight down drop.
It's like a small
No,
cave
it
where you
is
can
a
take shelter.
wall.
My bad, shit.
It's not like an actual cave, like a small cave.
What
It's
time
a
of
small
day is it?
cavern. It is nighttime. You guys arrived here and you're exhausted.
If you're just making sure the horses and the carriages are good before getting a sleeping bag out and just going to sleep.
I don't need to sleep for another, what, 20 hours with trance, or?
Trance is how you sleep as a elf.
He's
So
not an
you
elf.
can.
I actually you'd sleep normally. I realize.
You're half elf, not full elf. Full elf gets.
No,
half elf.
he's something else.
Oh shit! Never mind. My bad. Das looks at the cave and goes, you know what? Considering that this is the cave, there might be a little bit of companies nearby. I do have something, and he'll pull out the thermal cube. This will keep us warm, but it won't emit any light. And I'm assuming from all of us, I believe that's Ezekiel and Kite, perhaps, that can't see in the dark, but the rest of us can. So in case we don't want to attract any attention, we can just use this.
What made you think I can't see in the dark?
Sorry, I said I assumed. I assumed wrong. Then my bad.
I always been able. I've been able to see in the dark.
I apologize.
Conversation.
I'm wrong. I admit that I'm wrong. All right. But yeah, in case we don't want to attract any unwanted attention, I got this. Make us warm and without emitting any light. So here. As we set up, I'll put that in the middle.
Clyde, my race can trance. It's a racial feat.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a sec. Can you link me which of your race you're using?
It's
the full page.
Yeah, I got you. I just sent it.
I am reading now. I don't even think you have dark vision.
I have it because of my class.
Ah, I see.
Your class?
Yeah. The stone vision. Vision.
Yeah, you do.
The stone rune basically gives you the statistics of a dwarf.
Oh, that's crazy. Fuck.
It gives you poison resistance as well, which is nice.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you sleep normally.
I could have swore. Oh well.
Can I? Sorry. Go ahead. Right.
No. Yeah, that's. What?
Can I ritual cast identify on myself? Because I feel like I'm still slowed. Yes. Or am I no longer?
No, you're no longer slowed.
Okay, I was gonna say. Never mind then.
It seems to have only lasted for 24 hours.
Oh, damn! That's crazy.
Yep.
Only 24 hours.
Yeah, right. Fucking imagine giving the man fucking 2 lollipops. Jeez.
What color was that lollipop?
It was like a.
One
She
that I
said
had?
it was watermelon.
The one
was a
that I had
white
was
color.
watermelon.
Yes.
Yeah, she said it was watermelon.
It was a white colored one, like creamy.
Das? Oh shit. Das kind of goes to Weaver and.
I believe someone has an orange one, someone has a strawberry one. Yes.
Yep.
Weaver has an orange lollipop.
I didn't
Right.
really, but the party have a
Let me know when you eat it. Just
Weaver.
I'm not.
Weaver, do you mind if I borrow that lollipop for a second? I don't know if this will work or not, but
Don't
honestly,
fucking eat it.
I'm not going to eat it at 3. I learned my lesson. All right.
You'd think that.
When
Weaver
was the last time
passes you the
when was the last
lollipop.
time you used lollipop? Anyways, he'll ritual cast identify. Thank God it's
give me
always prepared.
one sec. I'm just taking a look at multiple spells.
Okay.
Oh no. We don't like the sound of that.
No, do not.
Oh, that's what OOC means.
Yeah, out of character.
Okay. It's like,
Yeah,
huh? I meant that out
Yeah,
of character.
Yeah, OOC is out of
You-
character.
You detect and you identify it. And this is the strangest descriptor you have ever seen on an identify spell.
Okay.
It's because you hear, when you identify it, you know of this item and it says, "Hey you, I'm an item. I'm a lollipop XD." Make an Arcana check.
Oh my
Make a wisdom
god.
saving throw.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say make a wisdom save. What the fuck? 13. I rolled a 5. That's crazy.
That's good enough actually. It's a fairly low level spell, but you know of a spell that
Don't you dare.
masks an item's true intent and
Oh.
actual
that item.
actuality.
There's-
There's that spell on this. However, it's a permanent fixture on this item. So someone made the efforts of really screwing around with the lollipop.
Could I just spell it or have a chance of doing that?
You can certainly
Yes.
try.
Dash
Should
goes
I
ahead,
dash?
and I haven't told this yet. Dash kind of goes. Somebody spent a lot of time to cover up what this is. All I got was, "Hello, this is a lollipop XD."
What the fuck's
Weaver's
XD?
gonna be. Weaver's
I
growling.
don't know. The
Growling
Shao,
probably now.
this Shao person seems to, whoever she is, you said she fights physically. Whatever this is, she either has some help or she casted this herself. I don't like it. Das looks at Weaver. Kai might be able to dispel magic it. Do you think you want to dispel magic it, or do you want to keep it just in case if the whatever herbal notes and narcotics in it is affected by the dispel magic?
I mean,
He was gonna take the lollipop
I can
back.
target the descriptor.
Right. Okay, Weaver's taking it back. You can't dispel magic it. Unfortunately. But whatever that whoever she is, that lollipop is she had something to cover up the magic of identify, and it is permanent.
Okay, Weaver's gonna understand what you mean by now and be like, "Oh, okay."
Which
He's
is
gonna hold the
dangerous.
lollipop out to Honor, to Cade, if you still wish to cast a spell.
I mean, if it helps us uncover who she is, I don't mind. And I would, I mean, I'm about to rest anyway, so I might as well just use it. Let's go ahead and dispel magic it. I'm
Cast.
doing it specifically for like the descriptor or the whatever's hiding what it is,
Sure.
so it doesn't get rid of the effects of the actual lollipop.
You dispel it?
Yeah.
You wave and the invisible anti-magic wafts onto the lollipop. Nothing seems to happen. When nothing obvious. Lollipop
And-
stays as is.
Weaver's gonna turn back to Das.
Right, let's see what this does now. Rachel will cast again next minute.
Yep, ritual. After 11 minutes,
11?
you
Oh yeah, you're right.
you identify that. It is a non-magical item.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually don't learn anything from it. Not that it blocks you any way. You have that spell, and then it succeeds in telling you that this is a non-magical item.
Hmm. And of course she was fucking with us. Well, other than that non-detection, other than that warding thing, it was nothing more than a lollipop. So it has to be something inside it.
You do recall, they tried to dispel the slow on you before. That wasn't magical.
Mm.
So
And
it
in
could be substance based.
whatever made me hungover, it wasn't magical neither. So it has to be whatever's inside the lollipop, its actual recipe. Might lead me to
Weaver
the
will
herb.
put the lollipop
we
back
would
and
need
go
some
off and
type of
sit down.
alchemist or brewer.
Well, assuming that's our only lollipop, we'll have to just keep that until we do find a chemist, herbalist to try and figure out what that is.
Anyways, I'm going to sleep, and he would, Kaid would go and tuck into his bedroll.
It's comfier than the trance, at least. As you eventually.
Weaver will take first watch again.
Okay. All right.
Can I
Second
check
watch?
first watch with fever?
Sure, you sure can.
Okay.
Second watch? No one? Okay.
Probably.
It
I'll do it
depends
again.
if they would.
I'll do
Depends
it.
if they had fear or not.
Gulliver would actually offer to do second watch.
Oops.
Okay, that works.
I've had my mic muted because I had a raid, but yeah, I was gonna say I could take it, but never mind.
Okay, no, Zazu as well. Alright. Not a problem.
Gulliver and Rob.
Gulliver and Zazu, alright. As the first watch goes by,
Starting to feel any better.
um,
The Weaver. Well, I understand that you're pissed, of course. For all it's worth, I do think that she is evil to some extent. Horrible extent, of course. And
Weaver's gonna turn and look at him and go, I'm going to gut her, jam these pins in her eyes, and burn her fucking corpse.
Das just gives a, yep, he said that kind of nod.
And Weaver's gonna go back to looking out.
okay. Perception check from the both of you, please. Or you can assist one. Ooh!
Do I need to roll?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Just for the funny. Yeah, if only I got it. I knew better.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Well,
Crazy.
indeed. Oh, interesting.
Just-
You swear maybe it's just your ongoing thoughts of rage. This undying flame that just refuses to quell inside you, Weaver. But you swear for a moment, you blink. There's like a figure down on the mountain. When you stand up and take a closer look in the edge, when you blink again, she's just there, smiling, looking at you. And in that moment of rage, you just ball your fist, and when you blink again, she's gone.
How far down the mountain?
Down the path.
How far?
Pretty far. You guys had to have gone like a couple. Actually, just 100 feet. Actually. This is the distance from the ground up, but the path itself was way longer, and it like zigzagged all the way towards where this cavern was.
What, you see something?
We're just gonna look at him and I thought I saw her.
Do you mind if I check your eyes a little bit?
My
He's
eyes
gonna
are
check if-
fine. My
he's gonna,
eye is fine.
Yeah, none other hackers, that's what I'm thinking. Just in case you were dilating.
Oh, you check him?
Just without touching him, just a little bit close.
Make a medicine check.
Good God, not 120. Sorry.
Natural 20.
Is his eyes dilated? Is it
It
teeth?
seems perfectly normal. There may be some truth to what he said.
Das will just can you point to where she was?
He's gonna point her out where she was.
Das kind of just stands up, not too far away, but just stands up and looks towards that direction. Anything within darkness?
What was it? Sorry.
Anything towards that direction, to the darkness.
With your sight, everything would be like very clear view.
Mhm.
There's, It's at this point. You'd have to go closer and check that ground itself down there.
Das goes back down.
Was it sorry? You sit back down, or do you go down the path? What?
The night is quiet, right?
It's very quiet. Yes.
Too quiet.
Das
Henry says in his
sits
sleep.
back. Very quiet. Das sits back down.
Okay.
Weaver's just gonna keep standing there watching.
But
Alright.
Das will go ahead and at will send his arcane eye out and just go for a perimeter check. 30 to 40 meters out. 40 feet out, sorry.
Okay. You check. The arcane eye follows a trail of what seems to be your footprints. Just double checking, and you check that place where Weaver pointed, where the arcane eye.
Yeah.
As you check there. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's a well used road, but your footprints would be the most most recent, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 set of footprints.
Where does it stop?
Stops that 8th set of footprints stops exactly where
Weaver pointed.
Weaver pointed.
Did it go anywhere else?
Doesn't look like it.
Das withdraw his vision from the arcane eye. Unsummons it. Das kind of leans back a little bit towards Weaver and hold your rage, but keep an eye out. There was another set of steps towards where you pointed. Doesn't show to go anywhere else. Disappears. And Das looks deadpan straight outside.
Okay.
Weaver's gonna growl slightly and just look at him and she's fast.
Too fast.
I can't catch her yet.
Neither can. Not even Henry. Has her in a headlock, broke her own bones. But, well, safe to say that we might be watched next stretch of our travel. I'll relay that to Gulliver and Zazu.
Okay. Gulliver has no idea who you're talking about. Do you give him what's
No,
on before you do?
I just tell him we might be followed by a very dangerous individual. An eye open.
Oh dear. Do you think it might be safer for me to travel on my lonesome and split off from you lot?
No.
No. She
He
is.
likes toying with people.
Well,
Oh.
well, assure you, I'm. Well, I'll take your word for it, but I can handle my own. No,
And we
even
don't doubt
against
you from.
even
and-
against one of the trolls, I am rather
Yeah,
confident.
yeah. It's not like we're doubting you. She is more dangerous than. She's just dangerous, so keep an eye out. Okay.
Our whole group couldn't stop her.
Oh, well, if you put it like that, I'll definitely be around, at least to try and help, should this dangerous person come to light. But
Das gives the best descriptor he can of
okay.
her physical silhouette. Yeah.
Yeah, he nods, he nods. Hmm. Huh. Oh. Gonna Color is gonna make a history check.
You feel right.
16.
Description: quiet anime girl running like Naruto.
And worst.
She doesn't run like Naruto, sadly.
What? You're telling me a monk, barbarian, rogue fighter doesn't run like Naruto?
Well, she
Yeah,
blinks like Goku. That's how fast she is.
You haven't seen how she runs, but she's well, realistically, she goes and leaps and strides, and she's just crazed. 16, and he goes, that description fits very well with a rather infamous killer in the Empire.
Yeah.
She has found her way here. Although she has a large bounty, I believe the resources pulled in to try and subjugate her are meager. For she, although dangerous, has an erratic list of targets. Apparently, she has destroyed and killed all the members of what seems to be a monastery. After being visited, a tribe of wandering beast folk were missing, and she has killed a few of import, but otherwise apparently revealed to be corrupted nobles back in the Empire. It's a plethora of killings.
Weaver's
Yeah,
gonna growl again. Be like,
there-
she killed Tenor.
Sorry, who?
Seems like she killed a bishop from Alholm, and our line friend here's commanding officer.
His eyes go wide at that and he goes, "Oh,
Her most recent
oh dear,
killing
that is a problem."
She's
Well,
close. Too close.
I believe we should make haste towards to joining you in numbers and where the army is. Perhaps doing this quest as fast as possible, and perhaps with a bit more escort on the way back. Certainly couldn't hurt.
Couldn't agree more. Did she have a name, the way, a moniker for this serial killer?
They I guess with 16 he would know. He he says, I believe on the bounties, just well, forgive me, I am somewhat. I have some dealings with the Thieves Guild here, and in the circles of the underground there in the Empire, she was also wanted. On these bounty posters, in Thieves' Cant, it wrote, they are also willing to pay for her head. And they named her the Murder Genius.
Weave is just gonna turn and go back to watching.
Das scratches his head. Yeah, that fits of how she works. Das, without taking up too much time, sorry, Das just describes the lollipop, the presumable method of her luring an assassin, and also the sadistic, psychopathic serial killer nature that she does
He
have.
interrupts actually, and he says, "Oh, that's quite ironic. She lures people in with candy. The little girl does.
Yeah, she does. I mean, considering her look and probably her
That
age.
is rather comedic.
It is, but again, genius, right?
I don't actually agree with that. Just if I were her, I'd just kill the person. But I guess. Yes.
Considering lollipops also had side effects to them.
You'd be awake at this point, I guess. Sure.
Das does mention that he did eat the lollipop, gets drugged, and is fatigued and hungover for 24 hours. That's how effective the lollipop.
Yeah, I wake up because of the noise of the conversation, even though it was not that loud. But still.
Oh no, you are waking up. You are second watch. You're waking up for this conversation. Don't worry.
But again, sorry to have you put in this situation, Gulliver.
Oh, that's completely fine. I've had my fair share back in my day of dealing with illicit substances.
Not just that. Back in my day, dribble.
He scratches his head. I wasn't going to go into it. I'm not that old. I'm rather old-fashioned.
Yes. I've heard it all from all the people I've met in my previous party.
But again,
I
both
see.
of you, good luck in the watch.
We'll keep close to the cave at least, but I shall keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Get your rests. It seems this person has rather traumatized you, but fear not. Have comfort in the fact that you are not the only ones looking for her. In any case, she's just apparently beginning to make an enemy of the entire world.
But that is scary, isn't it? Someone who's fully to be an enemy of the world.
It's her downfall eventually. I tend to believe that the evil with hubris tend to die fast, and if she is young, suffice to say, I am rather sad that she will die young.
Mm-hmm. Das gives a not a mockery, just like some salute for honor, and he goes to sleep.
Yeah, you two eventually go back to sleep. Zazu and Gulliver, for the most part, he doesn't talk too much as he is a bit spooked about the news, but he keeps an eye out with you. He'll assist you. Zazu, make a perception check. You have advantage. 19. Nothing seems to, catch your eye. And eventually, the morning comes. Long rest succeeded once more without any interruption apart from this scare of Miss Chow and the ever growing paranoia that she may be around. And as you guys eventually come to Das, you have all your spell slots back. Hooray! And anyone else that spent them. Woohoo!
Heavy's gonna get everyone up, right? 5 minutes, come on.
As your taskmaster prepares you guys for the day. Sadly, you will have
Weaver's
to
just
leave
gonna be
your.
waiting at the carriage,
Yeah.
smoking a cigar.
Actually, you will have to leave your carriage and horses here. It is now mountain and valley. Now, it is only 6 hours into the valley that where the the rendezvous point is. So anything you guys wish to prepare, to do and prepare before you.
Head through. Let the horses go.
Okay. Yeah, let them go free. They don't really run free for a bit. They seem obedient, too obedient.
It's fine. If they want to be fools and stay here and die, that's on them. I'll let them go.
One seems to trot after you say that, like as if understanding you.
Right, let's go. Gotta
I
walk
would
ahead of
lead
us.
this time in front of the group, navigating us through the mountain.
Okay, you'll lead. All right. As Kaid leads the way, I'd like you guys to place yourselves on the map here and give me your marching order. Please, going upwards like that.
On the side, kid. Over here, there's an
Yeah,
arrow.
So just double checking, this path is not suitable for horses at all.
No. It is definitely like a hiking path. Which, the good news is, that means it's also not suitable for trolls. For now.
You see, like, trolls with spider legs come out of us. Like, what the fuck is that?
Drider trolls. Oh, fuck.
What is that? There
Spiders.
was a movie or something where this guy had like the bottom half was a spider and the top half was like a ogre or something.
Scorpion King
Yep.
from the Mummy.
From the Mummy. Was it the second or the third one? That was the second one, because the third one was
Was
like
it a
snow
Spy
place, right?
Kids movie?
Reminds me of
Oh, Spider Monkey?
Oh, Spy Kids when they're on the island with all the like animals and human hybrids.
Yeah, it's like that reptile dinosaur, that spider monkey thing.
I think that's number
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that one's number 3.
The one where
'cause
they
then-
had the thumbs on the island and stuff.
Yeah, Island of Dreams.
Island of Dreams.
Actually, was that number 2?
We only have 3 people on the marching order?
Yeah, it
'Cause
was
that-
number 2.
Yeah, number 3 was the game one, right?
Yeah, game over.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, what's up, sorry?
Put us in.
Gotta
We're
go.
going into
I'll put
marching
yourself
order.
on the marching order.
Leave this to
Oh,
Annie,
where?
though, since that's a.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll do, yeah,
number
I
two
can't control that token
was-
anyway. But
Number 2 was Breakage to the Island of Lost Dreams.
Yeah.
3 was the 3D game over, and then 1 was with all the time in the world.
And
I
then
would-
4
no,
was.
To specify,
four
I would be
was-
leading them, but I would also be
Spikes
taking
was
like a
Spikes.
high road above them.
All the time in the world was just the new one.
There is
they're
no,
all grown
there's
up.
no like high road. The best you can do is occasionally just go up like the rock crevices that'll allow you to.
Yeah,
You take
basically
the
that.
high road and I'll take the low road. And I'll be in
scouting on
Scotland,
info.
boy.
We're missing a person.
I'm seeing the gift.
Zazu, place yourself there. Marching order.
where's Gully?
Oh yeah, golly. I have to pull up the. Wait, where's my empire? I have to pull up.
And then I pull up.
So my hawk, I got a hawk.
Okay, I've got to. We can all agree, Gully's dying, right?
Yeah, he raised all the death flags, talking about his life.
Oh, yeah, it
talking about
sounds like
what
he's
he
gonna
wants to do.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm so sad.
what-
the fuck?
He raised all the death
Clyde,
flags.
name
to himself.
one NPC that's traveled with us that hasn't died.
Yeah.
God, I didn't even get to meet my NPC when they died.
Vance?
This
Vance?
Vance?
Yeah.
I guess.
Vance,
Vance
my
is alive
bird.
still.
Vance is a
the
researcher. That doesn't
horses.
count. He teleported
What do you
with us.
mean?
When you guys,
He's an
when you guys-
NPC, brother.
when you guys talk out loud about, you know, just the people you're gonna meet, and I don't know, a certain church that you're gonna go to, when there's this killer that's potentially
Yeah.
following you,
Yeah.
some bad things might
Mhm.
happen.
Yeah, especially if you trust them in front of
also-
their face, as they're gonna most likely.
The giant in the village in Farshade, and then also the little girl didn't die when we were transferring her back from the hag.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
those other kids did.
The kids died too. Yeah.
Those are not
There was-
people we came
there
into
were-
contact with.
I guess I'm
There
killing
were
this NPC then.
5 captured
I mean,
that we failed to save, unfortunately.
I really didn't. What? I really don't have any plans for this one. It's all up to you guys whether or not you keep him alive or not.
He'll probably die. Actually, how far can I throw this guy?
No,
Probably probably the heaviest out of all of you, actually.
He needs
Yeah, he's
to
going to play.
retire.
Actually, Ezekiel might be up there.
He has the Empire Knight stat block. Yay!
Fucking. Look at the bright side, you know? Like, we had some people alive in our travels. The rest are, casualties.
Yeah, but,
But, eh.
Like all the people that can fight survived. All the people that couldn't, and we insisted on bringing Hana, died.
Fucking hell.
Like this guy can't fight. He could barely fend off wolves.
Seems to do
You don't-
good really
You don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he was underestimated. Maybe he tried to tame one of them and we just. Who knows?
And he's an
You
idiot.
saw,
He's
the,
going
you saw
to
the
anyway.
beginnings of a fight. Like you didn't like observe and see if he could actually fight. Like he took like one wolf down instantly. That was about it.
Oh, damn.
He's so dying to a troll.
Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry.
Not many people. Don't worry. Not many adventures aren't able to insta kill a wolf. It's pretty easy to do.
Mm.
Great. So
Honestly, when you said wolves, I thought there were going to be something weird about
I
them.
thought they were dire wolves. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
wolves. No, they were normal wolves. You guys
They're
were.
fucking hound of ill omens. Just. There was 7 warlocks in that fucking place.
Yeah, the old
um,
wild cheap druids.
I'd like you guys to whoever's at the back and at the front roll a perception check, please.
So
Zazu
Kaiden
and Gully, I guess.
Zazu.
Unless Gully is not at the back. He's at the front.
Gully is in the middle of the party, actually.
Alright, sweet.
Oof.
19.
Oh.
Hmm.
Actually have advantage 25.
What do you have advantage from?
Isn't bow of warning? Doesn't that give me no? That's advantage on initiative. My bad. 19.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. My
easy.
bad.
Not a problem.
My goggles only gives me what's it called perception checks if I'm looking over 150 meters, or not meters. Sorry, feet.
Damn.
If you're looking over like long distances, yes.
Yep.
It's goggle spyglass essentially. I'll use Shao. Shao's token is a representative of your party for now.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, it's not like she's following you or anything. XD.
The murdered genius.
The murder genius. Here's the Empire Knight, aka Gulliver.
Why would they be following us? It's like we threatened to kill them or anything.
Kai, do you pick this out? There are, and Gulliver too, actually. With his passive perception, he both of you would pick out that this current place where you are right now, the valley that you're in, there's all sorts of like these defensible small caverns in the sides as well. The same ones that you guys camped in the night before. They're all placed looking out towards this valley path though, and both of you are thinking, wow, what a great ambush pass. How do you proceed?
Could I climb up high to try to see like more?
You can climb up to safely up to 30 feet. You're gonna have to risk it to climb a bit more if you want.
How high is the climb?
You can climb as high as you'd like. It's a mountain, and it's a steep enough slope for it to be precarious, but not steep enough for it to be impossible. So you can certainly try.
I ask the group, should I climb higher to see if I can see more? Because I don't like the way that this looks. This looks like it was made by something.
How do you think this path was made?
I don't know. They probably mined it out, carved it out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go. So it was made.
Yes, but all these holes, it looks like somebody could sit here, you know. I guess I'd keep in, like, I'd be alert while traversing and navigating through.
Okay. You continue on forward.
Sure.
Okay. Rest of the party follows, and as you do, you seem to walk past the first bits, the first holes, the first half, 3/4 of the way. Nothing. Nothing moved, nothing stirred. And you pass by. And Gulliver goes, I could have sworn we could have been ambushed right then and there. This is the prime space.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind and see if we
Not
can.
everything's an ambush.
Out of character, we are in like a valley path, yes, or are we like in a path
Correct.
going up spirals? Okay, valley path, got it.
You
How
are both in
tall
the
is
valley path and going into you're
If-
in the mountain range essentially.
If
How
every
tall?
place was an ambush, it wouldn't be obvious how it's not an ambush, now would it?
I mean,
You make a fair point
did you
there,
see
Sir
anything
Duergar.
about it?
How tall
Oh,
is
was it sorry,
the
Das?
valley walls?
It's a steep enough slope for you to it's a smooth enough like incline
Mm-hmm.
towards the top of the mountain.
Okay.
That there is no walls. It is just
Oh, got it. It's just
Yeah.
straight up. Okay.
I have block and tackle, so I could climb it if need be.
okay.
It was. You said it was quiet, right? No pebble dropping from above type shit. No.
No, yeah, not that you're aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys continue
sounds-
on. For the second leg of the journey. Front and back, perception check, please.
Das will pull out his orb of direction. Sorry, just out of curiosity. Which way is north? Just as the map goes, we're going left to right, right?
Yep.
Ooh, net 20.
It still points north, no problem.
Yeah. Making sure.
Yeah, and according to that, you're not getting lost. The path is as is. Natural 20. You're rolling really well tonight. Kite. You see another set of these, except this time they are manned, and this time friendly.
Oh no!
Friendlies at least. Not friendly as in he's gonna roll.
Oh.
As in
Oh,
these
thank
are
God.
friendlies.
Oh, okay.
They
okay.
seem to wear the same sort of uniform that you see Weaver's
Unit.
soldier friends wore, except these definitely more of like an expeditionary force sort of like deal. You even see what seems to be and you've seen some of these Dassar during your time at the academy.
Okay.
As well as sometimes they come through by they used to come by your estates as well, Ezekiel. These are just underneath the royal guards. These are the shock troopers of prominence, as they wield what seem to be leathers and like a cape, and what looks to be firearms, rifles.
Would I know of
Yep.
this because of my parents or my mom specifically?
Not quite. No.
Okay.
The Star Reeves they were just talents. They
Okay.
were like they wielded all sorts of weapons.
Okay.
Your mother would be in line, but like as a candidate to become a royal guard. So just a little bit above these guys.
Oh, okay.
That's
it.
the shock troopers are specifically firearms experts, and there seem to be shock trooper like placements like where these are, and you get the sense this is the rendezvous, and this is where lots of there's lots of activity here. And there's some shouts of like some people headed their way. There are some confirmations that they seem friendly. Like you hear like probably the adventurer type. Let them through. Let them through. You go into like a wider space instead of like a valley path. It widens out to a more carved out, just like pathway, and you see like ramps going towards like each of, and like dirt paths going towards each of these caverns. And you get as you look through, there is also the Prominence standard issue Warforged here as well. They seem to be, if not just stationary, they seem to be flying about the place with like these like pack-like thrusters on their back. And yeah, as one jetpacks down towards you guys actually, and then it addresses you and it says, "Welcome, adventurers. Please pick a cavern that is empty and that is underneath the protection of this area. We will tell you if you are leaving the protection range, and we will protect you as long as you are here. We are to set forth in 3 days' time. However, you as a group may wish to go about the mountain range and pick off any of the forces. As long as you do not disturb the main force, all shall be well. Do any of you have any sort of magical communications?"
Das raises his hands.
So is Headfree, actually.
It nods to the both of you. "That is good. That is well and truly good. I am designation X000303. You can call me Bob for short." And then you realize, yeah, 303. Oh, Bob.
Nice.
I am the command tower and acting communications officer for this assignment.
Mhm.
I am assigned as well most of the consciousness and authority over most of the Warforged. As a warning and as a actually, he just says, "As a warning, most of the other Warforged cannot talk. Please relay all your concerns with me in terms of communication with either the general themselves or the other leading." And then he stops. "Oh, please assign a leader for your group."
I just looked at Headfree.
Headfree's gonna say, "Right, Headfree, mate."
Headfree. And he grabs something from his like pack, and then like he just says, "Your hand, please."
Yeah, fine. He's gonna. The hand that doesn't have the Quicksilver stuff in, so his right hand.
Yeah,
left
he
hand.
drops a ring towards where your hand is as you think, and he just says, "Please wear this ring and attune to it should you wish to freely speak to the other commanding officers, as well as I, as well as the general. Although all of the ring's communications are relayed onto me, and I will relay onto you. And I will relay onto them any sort of message you have. Should they have any sort of reply, I will relay to you back."
Right, and how many commanders are there right now?
We have a total of 2 commanding officers from the Prominence Army. We have 3 commanding officers. Actually, I'm lacking the words with 3 commanding officers that represent the adventurers and are hired. We have 1 commanding officer from a nearby mercenary guild.
Right. Is there any meeting to be had with these commanders? Talk tactics? Or just going in there?
There is a large meeting to be had every day at sundown. The commanders are not required to join, but it would be wise to, yes, discuss tactics alongside me, and on the third day alongside the general himself. There are
Right.
already operations going underway for the retrieval of information, scouting, and as well as skirmishes with this troll army. They have proven to be very hostile and will attack on sight. Please keep this in mind.
Right.
So yeah, as a note, it doesn't have to be just the commanding officers. Your whole party can attend these meetings. Apparently, he will designate. He will, yeah. As long as you designate yourselves one of these empty caverns that's being just guarded by what looks to be just like stationary warforged for now. Eventually, whatever one you pick, they're all kind of like the same ish. Excuse me. Whatever one you pick, Bob will tell you that the meeting room will be another cavern, but it'll be in the very edge of towards the exit of Gutmarsh Mountain Range, so the closest one to you currently. And as you guys arrive at the rendezvous, there are other adventuring parties here that seem to be resting. A bit of like a colorful spread, definitely, as you look and you see what looks to be like a adventuring party that seems to be definitely is talking about you guys. They're just looking at you and they're talking. Comprised of what looks to be like 2 tieflings, a half elf, a human, and a gnome and a dwarf. There is one that is. There is another party there that is mostly elven. And they have what looks to be a single deep gnome that seems to be shouting out orders, and that strikes you as weird, Headfree. Look at that. This little man has really broken the shackles of what is meant to be his race. Deep gnomes are usually the slaves of the Durgars.
I'm currently just trying to figure out, does that dwarf have the ring on? Is he the leader of that group?
Make a perception check.
I swear, if he is. 20.
20? Doesn't look like it. And
Okay.
another adventuring group that seems to be away, but you see the mess of a camp that they have in this lower level cavern. And yeah, and the other one, an oddly familiar looking uniform for these mercenaries, as you've met them before and you keep on meeting them. Looks like the Silverheart's presence is also here.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Right. You organize who's doing camp. I'm gonna go around and introduce myself to the other commanders.
I'm gonna go scout the area and see where we can, not here, but out towards the clearing. See if I can find anything.
Das kind of goes up to Bob before everybody goes off in their way as well. Kind of raises hands. Can I ask a question, Bob?
Turns its head like an owl, 180 degrees towards you. Yes.
Oh my. How's the progress so far?
We have had no casualties. We have had several major injuries, however. Near deaths, however, no full casualties. There has been a total of 13 of these trolls that the heads have been claimed and taken.
Understood.
When I stutter, by the way, it's Clyde stuttering. Bob never stutters.
He never stutters.
Has there been any what's the word? Information about the trolls gaining numbers?
He actually does say That is a hard one to answer. The movements of the trolls have been erratic. as well as the reported movements from the scouts of each of the trained adventurers, have reported different sorts of movements throughout
Okay.
the mountains. They've also reported that there is a network within these mountains that the trolls use,
Of course there is.
which have not been successfully undergone some looking into yet.
Okay.
General Allen himself is leading that investigation.
So it hasn't been spelunked yet, as they say.
Did not.
Well, considering the reports from the other adventurers, could you maybe help me catalog the difference in their behavior compared to their natural counterparts?
I sadly do not have writing implements with me. However, I will fully
Das
brief you.
pulls out his notes and shares a piece of parchment and a copy of notes as well.
Oh, this makes it wonderfully easier. takes the parchment.
Basically, what I'm asking is compare the nature of not normal trolls, with them being solitudes and going alone, and compared to these ones
He
in big
just
groups
hands you
and
back
such.
the parchment and the thing. The other adventuring parties have also asked me the same thing. Yes, allow
Right.
me to explain.
Of course.
They are a lot more cooperative with each other. They
Understood.
are willing to use the environment to their advantage.
Right.
And in the more recent conflict, which resulted in near deaths, they have been seen using weapons similar to that of giants.
Right. From the recounts of the other adventurers, cooperative meaning that they communicate with each other, right? Has there
We
been
assume as much.
Has any of them recounted an abnormal looking one? Perhaps be considered a leader? Not the entire of the group, but if they come out in, I guess, squads, teams, right?
There has been no reports of such apart from the variations of the trolls. The parties have thus avoided at least the more dangerous variants. There has been sightings of several of these, and they have avoided them thus far. And he describes to you what a dire troll looks like.
Oh, yep.
Just a huge, like menacing
That one I
like
know.
troll with
That
like
one.
6 arms or 5 arms, or it's a sort of like mutation usually.
And how many are these being sighted so far?
For a total of 7 thus far.
Is there any
Already
extra
1
gold
and
on
2
their
is
head?
enough.
1 and 2 is enough. 7 amongst like
The thing
what?
is, 1 and 2 is usually enough to be seen in a mountain range like this.
Let
7,
alone 7.
holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
This is.
Is there any increased gold for the dire trolls?
Bob looks to you and he shakes his head.
Well,
There has
We're
been.
getting paid the same amount
is
to
what-
kill a troll as a dire troll?
Oh, is it sorry?
We're getting paid the same amount for a troll and a dire troll.
That is correct.
Well, considering that, then we wouldn't need to risk ourselves with the dart trolls. However,
That's what I was saying.
Das kind of thinks. Does
And it is on
although-
purpose we have logically made it so it is like this. Yes, to encourage safety and to make sure the adventurers do not throw themselves into the fire only for gold. Gulliver at this point just clears his throat. You're right.
through his notes and catalogs, probably even looking at the bestiary if need be, or sorry,
While he's
the
reading
monster
that,
manual if needed.
Weaver would like to ask Bob a question.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Weaver would like to know if General Allen is in the vicinity area.
Not as of this moment. General Allen is helming the investigation of the tunnels, or at least some of them.
How long has General Allen been away?
And do you know when he'll
General
return?
Allen has only been away for 8 hours.
Right. Well,
When
I
he
guess
will
depending on how.
return at most 3 days, in as little as perhaps now. And he looks towards like the Valley Mountain path, and you see nothing.
Well, perhaps depending on how deep the spelunking is, and if the journey is smooth, I wouldn't be surprised. One thing as well, Bob, I'm a little bit off knowledge on this one. Uh, do dire trolls hell? Do dire trolls hold a higher hierarchy compared to normal trolls? Well, considering these
They're
are
not meant
abnormal,
to hold hierarchy, if at all. There
right?
was, there's never meant to be any sort of system. It is only now that they have, apparently, with their more magically inclined trolls, have sent out a magical message to what they assumed our leader was, and they have thus declared war. We instead
And
will
this
be
is-
taking the fight to them.
I'm assuming this throws Das back. Trolls with magic. Hold on. It throws me back as a player, but
That's also news to you.
yeah, this
That
is something.
That's not an bestiary.
Yeah, nah. Das
Trolls.
will immediately take this as I guess a new discovery in the catalog. I guess. Fuck it. Yeah, he'll start taking notes on this one. This is interesting. Okay.
We will ask if they have any means of communicating with the general's party.
Yes, and he points to the ring that Headfree has.
Headfree's off. He's going to talk to the commanders.
Okay.
Well, I guess the ring has it. Good luck finding Headfree. One last thing, Bob.
Kite has wandered off into like the open area to see if he like and using his goggles to see if he sees any trolls.
None in the vicinity so far. There is no such thing as an open area in a mountain range
Yeah.
that you're in the middle of.
Yep, everything is closed.
I mean, closed, I guess.
One last thing, Bob.
You can look up, and with the goggles, you do see what looks to be there are creatures on like near the peaks and whatnot. Like
Mountain goats, my people.
kind of. Sometimes saber-tooth tiger or two. Sometimes, and
Kitty.
you're like, oh yeah, this place is dangerous. You see now why these people are like camped down so low to the ground. There's an occasional wyvern that flies.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
dragon.
Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, when that thing flies by, you watch as some of the prominent shock troopers come into attention and just like have their eyes on the sky as well, have their guns ready. They seem to also be alert for air threats.
Was about to ask, Bob. I see there's wyverns. I guess that's a reason why not. But has there been any attempts to covertly climb the mountains for scouting expeditions?
The general has advised not to use height to your advantage, for
That makes
you
sense,
may
yeah.
indeed be picked out by the wyverns, as well as to avoid alerting what seems to be the very dangerous threats, other than the troll army, that exist in the Gutmush mountain range. And he explains to you briefly the encounters you can have in the Gutmush mountain range. There is one called I have to pull up a certain tab for this.
Go ahead.
World bosses.
Correct. Seeking.
Is it that one
Hey.
encounter we saw in the other group?
Correct as well.
Yep.
And he explains. One we name, it is a mysterious, gigantic being that acts very erratically, kills for no reason, and eats whatever it does kill. We call it the mountain horror.
Note that down, ladies and gentlemen.
Basically,
We've dealt with that
he
thing
explains
before.
it is something that is as big as the trolls, but can be as stealthy as the thieves you'd find in Prominence.
We dealt with that in like the second session of this campaign. Well, we dealt with an after image or something of it.
You repelled
No, the very first one.
the very first one, yes.
I will say now.
the other group,
remember how
right?
Clydesdale was weak because it was away from the mountains? Guess where we are.
It's
Correct.
it's the fucking domain. God damn it! All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one, the other one you should avoid, especially traveling during at night around the very top portions of the Gutmush mountain range. They call it the Banshee of the Peaks, and essentially like just this horrible disfigured like archmage elven of old that had died here and had forever cursed the mountain range of her power, but it's her spirit that lingers. That is the curse. And essentially, it's a very, very, very tough banshee.
The banshee that peaks.
Yes. Peaked banshee. Banshee of the peaks. Do not worry. Should a disaster such as that happen, I am equipped with with an emergency protocol to call upon the assistance of a sky tank, should we need it.
Ooh, crazy.
Yeah, just to explain, the sky tanks are the warships of prominence. They are the flying, like usually steel like sky ships that like just rain death from above usually.
Das kind of goes back to Bob again. You said they were using weapons.
Correct. They have begun fashioning and using weapons.
And of course, as giants like them do, they throw stuff. Has any of them been seen with giant bows and arrows, akin to ballistas?
Correct.
They have.
They wield the siege weaponry as if it was portable, like a bow and arrow.
No.
Well, let's aim to knock them down first.
What is the how many latest accounts of that magic using troll again? How many are there? Just one?
We do not know. We received a message. When investigated, it is and was apparently confirmed true that trolls are amassing here.
How
Well,
many in a group has been seen so far? Like how many to a group has been seen? What's the
In a
range?
patrol.
They travel the most common of their travel is 5 to 8 beings. The largest group we've seen has had them spread out, but there were 11 trolls at one point.
No stragglers set to the side?
None. They seem to always travel in packs around here.
Well, it's safe to say that these are far more intelligent than they may seem. Right, random question, right? Has there been any accounts of trolls using camouflage? This might be a little bit too advanced, but considering that they are using
I
siege weaponry,
believe not. They have
Alright.
successfully ambushed one of the adventuring parties, but it was not due to camouflage. They hide themselves well.
right? Well, I guess I'll be looking out for that one. I mean, so far this is already dangerous. What is the evacuation plan in case we are to be flushed out by them?
Run towards us. Oh, if they overrun this location,
Yes.
run towards, and he points to where you guys came from.
Any contingencies in case that path is blocked as well?
We are confident that we will not need such a contingency. However, I am equipped with an emergency beacon should we need it. Extra
know.
assistance.
Good to know.
Gulliver just says, seems to have avoided that question. I guess they're very confident in winning.
Yeah, and I'm, they're pretty well in their job. A little bit, something's just not right. Well, apart from the intelligent trolls and magic using, and apparently, mountain horror and dire trolls. Other than that, of course.
There's a lot that's wrong here, but I mean, you travel anywhere else in the world, and it's just there's a lot of wrong. So I guess let's do some good. Yes.
Let's do some good. But honestly, I'm kind of interested in cataloging them down. Intelligent trolls using siege weaponry and so on. And he's just gonna ramble. He's just
You
gonna
do
ramble.
that. He walks away. He will. Gulliver will be the one to actually get you guys your empty cavern and set things up there for
Hell
you
yeah.
guys. He hasn't said anything, but he assumes he's part of your squad.
Mm-hmm.
I assume so. So are you
looking-
guys ready to go and amount a pretty good bounty? Or
What time of day is
As
it?
you guys,
Sorry?
as you guys do that, as you guys discuss this, head free. As you go around introducing yourselves to the other adventuring parties. Where do you go? Where do you go to first?
It's the closest, the other closest caverns.
Okay. You go to the colorful one first, the one with the two tieflings and the every like a mishmash there. And they see you just walking up their dirt path, and they hail to you. One of the tieflings intercepts you. He's this beautiful looking man, just missing an entire horn, but otherwise is just very handsome looking, but beautiful for a man. Very feminine sort of figure, mostly, but is definitely looks more like a man, and he just says, "Well now, hello. How can I help?"
I'm looking to communicate with the other commanders.
Oh,
See what they're currently up to.
I see. You are talking to him. He shows off the ring.
I see. Head free. He's going to actually hold our hand.
Head free.
Well,
Looks at the
fun
hand. It takes it. Grips it well. Strong handshake. And he says, Tailvan. Elven name. Don't worry about it. You were asking what our plan of action is?
Yes, and also how long you've been staying here for. Any information you might gather, and more importantly, if you plan on working with us or as a separate squadron.
I believe there's naught to be gained by working separately, but of course there's always one sour apple in the bunch, and he glances ahead and just makes a notion towards where the mercenaries are staying. And he says, I, Tevan, lead this group. We are, they cringely named themselves the Conquerors, and I happen to be just the face for it. I could have thought of a better name for us, but I lead the Conquerors. And yes, we would. I will share you our party's strengths, of course, and you will share yours, but in due time, friend. I believe there is the sort of meetings for this sort of thing. As for any sort of information currently about the situation, you will have to. And he looks to where Bob is currently talking to Das, and you get the sense Das has probably handled it.
Yeah, I meant if they've been here for a while, I wonder their personal experiences. If they had trouble engaging the strength of the parties.
He did. He was the first group here, and they have done the most mistakes. Although he's thankful that none have died. They have wrongfully tried to communicate with them, and it only ended with them almost dying. He says he himself is a sorcerer, and felt odd and some sort of a weird connection to the current situation. He says, the thing is, I've explained this, but they've kind of paid it no mind. I am a draconic sorcerer, you see, and I felt a bit of strange connection and kinship to at least the lands the trolls are gathering at. As in, this is meant to be some sort of perhaps dragon's lair or of draconic essence lingers here. I'm not sure which one.
That would explain why they're congregating. A dragon can intimidate trolls.
Be that as it may, there hasn't been any sort of confirmation about dragon tracks, dragon anything, really. That's why they've swept my suspicions aside. Others are just my own, of course. This could just be a... You see now why I'm also hesitant. Yes? Anyway, and he explains what's already been said lately. Like they've avoided fighting the dire trolls. They've also he brags a bit like our party has already killed off 9 of the trolls, but it seems their numbers do not decrease. However, we feel as if we may be overstaying our welcome, and we may be choosing to leave rather soon. Even before the main sortie, we've already, you see, I've discussed with the commander. It seems as long as we've contributed to the cause and have made our fair share of kills, if we apparently at least kill at least 3, we are free to leave. With the bounties, if we kill less than 3, we are free to leave with the troll heads, but we will not be paid apparently. I believe such
Sounds right.
stipulations should be. Well, I know it does, but I believe such stipulations should be set upon on the bounty poster. But no one here is complaining. I believe we are all rather talented. It seems. May I ask? Are you planning to sortie, travel soon to, hopefully get some bounties of your own?
Potentially, I'm just currently trying to gather the strength and see if my party at least.
We have decided upon set agreements. At least the first of the agreements, the commander of the party as well as the mercenary have agreed to, which is a timetable in which to sortie out and individually go out and patrol. Of course, if you would be happy to go along with this, there will be no such troubles. If you have any displeasure or concerns about this, you may voice it in the meeting. Essentially,
right.
Has Weaver caught up with them yet, by the way?
No, you've been with the DAS and you were contributing to that and asking Bob questions. So
Unless
you've been
Weaver
there the
wants
whole
to
time.
leave, it's fine. Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
leave
if you let them
once. I did put in chat. I left a second that Bob told me he couldn't communicate with the general.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, had we left immediately before even Bob started talking to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course,
Yeah.
he
All right.
doesn't
So
hear
it'll
the-
be a while then, because that did take a while to go through.
Okay. No worries.
Yep. Head free. Then he says, yeah. So like the whole thing is scheduled. That's why there's that's like the parties are resting here, and there's one party that went in, and that's missing. Turns out like they're taking turns, like trying to
Right,
get bounty.
and how long do these turns go for?
We are given 3 hours of a day. Of course, we've been planning around it, and should there be a lot more parties coming in, we will abolish this and make it so that it's rather free reign. But one more couldn't hurt, and during that time, you are perhaps as lucky or perhaps unlucky when scouting or when properly hunting.
Right, and when's the next time we get our turn?
I think my party could use a bit more rest. So perhaps in the next hour, when the other party arrives back, you may take a slot, should you wish, as a gesture of goodwill and a bit of a, I guess, thank you for checking up on us. I see you're taking this rather seriously.
I haven't done this
if
in a
you wish.
while. It's nice to go back to old habits.
Old habits. Leading armies, leading troops. Oh,
Yeah.
am I prying?
A bit.
Maybe over some fire wine, friend. Feel free to come back. Come back by in. My comment is bad. Wow. I'm slurring a bit. Come back in an hour. I'll have sobered up, probably.
Right. And I'm going to just nod and walk off, leaving satisfied with the information.
Yep. All right. You introduce yourself to the other adventuring group as well. The elves and the elves plus gnome.
Yeah, it's all the ones in the nearby caverns, so we know who we're basically resting next to.
Okay. You go there, and when the elves begins to talk to you, and the gnome goes, hang on. Walks up to you. You got this. Who are you?
I am Headfree. You're in charge?
Hello, Headfree. Yes, I am in charge. I am Bibuk.
He's gonna hold out a hand for Bibuk to shake.
Definitely weaker. He's a lot smaller. And yeah, shakes it. Yes. You seem strong. And a dwarf there. Rather curious.
What did you say?
And a dwarf. I'm rather curious.
Durga.
Durga. Fine. I was about to say same thing, but it's not. My apologies. So, how can I help?
I'm getting information from all the commanders. Seeing what
Okay.
their strengths are if they've been fighting.
I see. He immediately says what his strengths are. He is the wizard leading this group of what looks to be just Salathis rangers, it seems. He is what looks they are an independent company. They are the beginnings of what seems to be a mercenary company, and they're getting the gold from here to he goes on to his backstory for a little bit, then he stops there and he goes, yes, back to the task at hand, my bad. They share the same sort of information. However, he says, from our findings, we've reported this to the rest, but we might as well report this to you. We've had some strange dealings with magically infused trolls. Apparently our group has been the only ones that has seen them. And these trolls are under the influence of a familiar spell that I can use onto my group as well. And
Which is?
Some of them can be hasted, some of them can fly. I did not divine where the source is. I dispelled such magics, and although, yes, when the haste sort of wears off on you, usually you have some sort of exhaustion afterwards. But if you directly dispel the haste on the hasted target, nothing actually happens, you see. It's just dispelled. So the source is unknown. So that means these trolls, they have support in the sidelines, whether it be from another troll that does magic or something else. But I know it's so. They just do not show up. He growls a bit, like frustrated at the thought.
Right. Anything else?
Oh, and he the other group they've only been here for 2 days. However, they've already racked up 14 14 kills.
Efficient. Will you be leaving like the other group, or are you gonna be staying for the full assault?
We will be, we will be staying. We will be. Hopefully, I will discuss with the general. I wish to properly lead these elves and put some battle experience in them, because, my goodness, they are a bunch of sticks.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, these two other elves that just sigh and go, "Please don't mind the gnome. We've done our fair share of work. We're the group that has done the most killings." And the gnome just goes, "And you can do better."
Always room for improvement. Now,
Exactly.
my information to you is that I know about the schedule, and the group over that caravan over there, and we're taking their spot for this run.
Ah, I see. How nice of you, I guess. Or, guess they need to rest. Who knows?
The latter.
Ah, I see. It's good to be cautious like them. I'll take a chat with them. I definitely underestimated their group. However, they don't seem to be as hardworking as the rest. I have a feeling they might abandon us in our dire time of need.
They already plan to leave.
Ah, fuck me. Oh, well, there you go. I hate it when I'm right, and when I'm right, it's bad, he says to the other elves. The other elves are actually like, oh, really? Like, with that sort of information, like, oh, they seem like disappointed and are looking towards the other group. These guys are definitely a bit more intense and, more professional.
Good. If you need me, I'm with that caravan over there. I was going to point to, which she assumes is where everyone else is hanging out in a distance.
No, just Gulliver, actually. Everyone else is by Bob.
Yeah, he's going to just point in that general direction then.
Okay. Hey, he just nods. I see. Alright. Nice to meet you, Henry. What else is there?
Nothing to discuss right now. I'll reach you in the meetings on sundown.
He nods. Right.
Henry's going to continue on.
Back to inventory and take stock. There's more orders and stuff. Yeah.
Henry smiles. This is probably his favorite character he's ever met.
Just this really strict freaking gnome. Yeah. It's at this point, is Weaver here?
Oh?
Weaver, tell him.
Hello?
Hello. I think he BRB'd before. Okay.
That was Das.
All right. Oh, we'll continue with you. Yeah.
Oh,
what?
He said back.
Back. Okay. It's at this point Weaver. Where did you want to walk off to?
Just to go looking for Headfree.
Easy to find him. You catch him at the tail end of the conversation with the gnome about the thing, and you meet up with Headfree.
Headfree, once you attune to the ring, perhaps let the general know about the guard captain and the bishop in Allheim.
And that's
Also,
relevant now. Why?
Because we saw Zhao last night.
No one tells me these things. I'll bring it up in
she's
the
shadowing the party. Also, Gulliver the Knight gave us a backstory on her.
Right.
Turns out she's a murder genius.
Genius, maybe. Murder, obviously.
Was I there to hear when we're going to go kill trolls?
Yeah, he heard of the schedule in an hour's
Actually,
time.
Headfield's gonna tell you about that right now, anyways.
I mean, depending, I guess Headfree's in charge, but he'll go over the plans with you. But, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Tell the rest that we're going out troll hunting in an hour.
Good. And we
should have about 3 to 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours of hunting.
Yep.
Cool. And have you just
Alright.
go around to the other captains? At this point, I believe it's.
It's just the mercenaries left. There's currently one that's out there.
He won't talk to the mercenaries actually, since they want to be isolated from what they've
Yeah.
been told.
Make a perception check at least.
At 11.
11. You don't see any of the officers apart from just the very very obvious little girl with a huge backpack that's just like bobbing up and down where the cavern is.
I'm actually gonna go over and talk to her.
And
Okay.
this bitch again.
Weaver, do you follow?
Yes, I do.
And as you go over there, the mercenaries there just give like a they hail you, and the halfling overhears it, and she turns around with her huge backpack sheet, and as she has like this look of confusion, then of recognition, then of like these guys again sort of look. She just like she like very audibly just right in front of you as you approach.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you? It's a shivering.
She does not.
Right. Which one of you lot are in charge for this operation?
Me. I'm the one
Wait.
leading them.
Where's your ring?
I'm not actually. I'm not the one communicating. And she points to just one of the. She just points to like she this person is in like mercenary clothing. Looks to be like a newer member, it seems, and she just waves like awkwardly. Just this like brown haired like human girl, and she just says, and she's just better at talking to them than I am. I'm here to make
Right.
sure these guys don't get themselves killed. We're actually here for the minimal amount, and we're gonna be off.
Right. Did you just get here? Or were you here for a few days?
Yep. No, we got here 4 hours ago.
Right. In that case, you have no information about the trolls thus far, I assume.
I wouldn't say that. Already sent quite a bit of my soldiers out there, and a couple of them with the druidic natures have they've said they've been popping out of random tunnels that they said previously weren't there.
Yep. There's also magical kinds and dire trolls.
You're kidding. What?
Nope. If you got any information from the other commanders like I had, you would know this.
I know of the dire trolls, but magic trolls? What?
Mm-hmm.
She
Magics.
folds her- When are you going? When are you fighting?
About an hour.
Okay. I'm coming with you.
As long
You
as
can
you
have
allow.
Yep, you can have all
Go
the
on.
troll heads. Sure.
Then feel free. Just don't get in the way.
Oh, believe me, I won't. But that interests me.
Things need killing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and life needs things to live. It's all
Yep.
weird,
And-
wonderful, stupid sayings.
And despite my demeanor in the festival, I would appreciate you taking it seriously. As she sneezes. No.
Bless you, Cat. She just shouts, "Bless you!" to whoever that is.
Right.
Taking it seriously, of course. I mean, the thing is, I'm really bored. I am taking this really seriously, and my assignment is actually to make sure these guys get experience. Sounds familiar, actually.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it, like any of these other people, like the two really like scary looking dragonborns and stuff.
But they're not
I
there,
like that.
actually. No, no, not even. And she usually accompanies the other one, the other girl, the goddess of war.
Aaron.
And she's not here. Yeah, Saren is not here.
You brought rookies?
Yes. Well, no. A couple of them are actually not just a couple of them. Quite a bit of them are relatively talented, and the rest are rookies.
As long as they know they're probably gonna die. We've counted 7 or so dire trolls.
She raises her eyebrows. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Did you hear that, lads? Some of the mercenaries like sweating.
Not to mention 20 or so trolls that have been killed with no signs of stopping numbers.
One guy's like, "Oh, I signed up to the wrong crew," and she's like,
And
"No, you didn't. And if you think you
and
did,
one of the
and we
sorcerers
survived."
detected potential dragonic connections.
I just happen to have the best scouting magic.
Hmm.
If you get me to one of these tunnels, we can solve this problem real quick and easy. Maybe. Mostly.
Maybe. No.
Maybe.
I was going to quickly tell them about the haste and the fly effects and how apparently removing the haste doesn't do anything.
She nods,
Hindering as it's supposed to.
she says it checks out, and that means you probably talk to a wizard, because then she'll say she herself is a wizard, and she'll say all of that is par for the course, and she proposes something. She says, "What say we set an ambush? A particularly tangible but alluring bait to use. Of course, if we find the diatrol variety or the normal groups, we kill it as they are. Don't worry, I'll provide. If your group has no access to some sort of fire magic for whatever reason, I shall provide the firepower, literally."
Gotta look towards Eva. We're covered.
Covered? Oh, that's good. Very, very good. Now, as for if the magic ones arrive, we need a plan to successfully find and make sure we snuff them out. Surely, if such spells are cast on them, they can't be too far away. Do you have? I myself are capable of doing so, but I don't think you'd want me running around in the top bits of the hills while I try and concentrate on making sure your party makes it out alive. I need some of your party to be scouts during our fight, or preferably someone that could detect magic and just sweep the area.
I know just the person.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Good eve. I mean, when I started proposing and when I started speaking this plan, I had doubts, thinking maybe you guys weren't good enough, but I am proven wrong.
Weaver's gonna grow.
There's one thing you should know.
Yeah.
If they do anything reckless, feel free to kill them.
Your party?
The person scouting.
Oh. She rolls her eyes. Yeah, I'll just let them die on their own. Because if they do anything reckless, they'll probably just... Yeah. Besides, I assure you, I am no help magic specialist. I'm firepower, she says, putting up a fist with her meager, tiny halfling arms.
Oh, we leave in less than an hour. Be ready.
Oh. Okay. She turns around and you just see a backpack just moving. And later she just comes back out and she's no longer wearing her backpack, and he looks to see like this cute little halfling girl that's just her eyes like look ready for battle. There's a strange thing on her though. She seems to have um lots of like, you're not sure what is that, like medical tape. Her arms look like they're mummified and like and mummy wraps.
Actually, I don't think we've ever seen each other fight, have we? Actually, she's seen us fight because of the Hydra.
She saw the tail end of it, but yeah, she did. Oh, I've already told you I just do magic.
Mm-hmm.
Some helpful, mostly to.
Bring any of these recruits along or no?
Nope. They won't get the experience when they fight alongside some actual talent. They'll have to figure tactics out for themselves, as well as to make sure they don't die. I'm talking about you guys, each other. She says. She was beginning to talk at first like strictly like the gnome, like, you know, just out of pocket, like the strictness, just, like obviously like directing it towards them, but talking to you. But then she goes like a almost like a soft mom mode of like hey, make sure you don't die. Like she talks directly to them. Then she turns around to you and she goes, "I'll just join your group early. How about that? Or do you guys need to talk privately to one another? You know, talk of our demise or something."
Join us by all means. We'll make it easier when we have to leave.
I just get the feeling that I might be misunderstanding something. Are we rivals? Think so. I really don't think so.
I made you spend a bunch of gold. But
not
other
because
than
you're
that,
weak or anything. Yeah.
that was more so the auction.
She narrows her eyes. I hate rich boys.
Besides, I bought you inventory before.
Oh, speaking of inventory, are you looking to buy? We got some new stuff. Actually, we should probably discuss this after this whole deal, yeah?
Yes, unless it's something you believe would help immediately.
Kinda. I mean, do you carry your gold with you around?
There's no real safe place besides me to put it.
Well said. Well, yes, there is, but I guess I'll meet with these other commanders first. You're right, this shit is pretty interesting now that I've heard of potential dragon. Well, whatever. Let's go walk and talk.
Right. And it's filling in any extra details as we walk.
Yep. She'll nod. She'll like nod and just say, "Yep." She'll keep it in her memory banks. As eventually, you guys meet up with the rest of your party and begin to discuss each other in camp. And there's a little halfling girl that's just sitting alongside you guys.
Right. That's what you get from that robot.
Das?
I'm back.
It's
Sorry. Yeah. Das kinda he's still like writing notes down, kind of making references, and then he goes, "Well, these trolls are far more intelligent than we thought. They're using actual weapons now. One of them used siege weaponry, such as a ballista to be used as bows and arrows, and magic, it seems. But from your reaction, I'm assuming that you knew that already."
About the magic, about some other details, but not the weapons.
Right. Well, safe to say that these are more intelligent than we think, of course.
Right. And apparently she has a plan to deal with it.
Okay.
Which one of you can detect magic and is good at traversing the mountains and is
one.
also willing to hunt down the potential whatchamacallit, the potential magic caster.
That would be me,
Uh,
most likely.
Oh,
Das kind of looks at his books, at the RD, and then looks at his goat hooves. Goes, I mean, I'm no mountain goat, but perhaps as well.
two
Raises
of
his
you then.
hands.
You can scout.
Well, not particularly, but
And that you want as part of the question.
I can
Let's
climb some
say,
mountains.
let's say the 2
I'll
of
take
you.
Das with me.
No need. I can inflict upon you magics in which I will need some protection and some because I need to concentrate on it. But I can inflict upon you magics both that can perhaps aid in the search. Let me just
course.
double check because she will then say what she is. Just let me just double check the school of.
She's a necromancer.
That's
She is
crazy.
a school of enchantment, actually.
Oh.
Ooh. There's something like that.
Yep. Yes. She says if you need to be faster, she can during the fight, if you really need to gun down and hunt this magic caster, only if you have a bead on them, she can split an enchantment and cast haste on the both of you. If you need access to and to begin looking for them, she can split enchantment and cast fly on the both of you. Let me just double check some spells. Nope, not fly. That's transmutation. Never mind.
Okay.
She can just upcast it actually. And
I like to
cast fly.
imagine that initially people had no idea who she was because she had the massive backpack. It's like, oh yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah,
the
it's
one
just
girl
this.
from How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh
pretty
god.
much. It is actually her. That is her
Yeah.
icon.
That is
Yeah.
straight
It
up
is.
her.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fucking great.
Yeah.
Das.
That's her in a more businesswoman like deal, because she's the proprietor of the goods for the Silverheart Company. She's also their mage.
So, I'm assuming, of course, you're then familiar with the troll's abnormal intelligence, right?
No, not yet.
Right.
My recruiter would
Well,
be.
of course. Well, what are your encounters with them?
Me personally, none. I'm
Hmm.
here on an errand,
Shit.
which is why I'm coming with you lot.
Well, shite. I was about to question how they are intelligent, able to use weapons, even bows and arrows with siege weapons. But how accurate are they? Would be the question. Of course, giants and stuff can hit hard. Of course.
She's been here for hours.
I'm just mumbling, and might want to go around and probably ask some of the other crew as well.
I've done that. They haven't really said, "Oh, watch out for the ones with the ballistas," so probably not as accurate.
Well, so
Or they
far,
didn't encounter them.
well,
All
so
that.
far we have a little bit of a less than concrete information about these troll. Any theory would honestly help.
Now, for tactics, I, as well as Weaver, will go after the ones in front. Anyone who wishes to join us, feel free. Ezekiel, I know you're very handy in combat.
Weaver's gonna growl. Happily.
But Weaver, we need your fire. Similar to that Hydra.
Weaver's gonna light the blade up automatically.
Right,
And
that.
it's gone for the day.
Let me. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Let me get this straight. We have one group like scouting, and then another group like fighting in the front lines, where the back guys are like just gonna help out, finding out the magic casters and whatnot.
kind of. Basically, she wants the scouting
Functionally.
group to be finding the magic casters during the fight, because
Mhm.
she says, I mean, she could be wrong, but she says the magic casters can't be too far if they're affected by those sort of spells that the wizard gnome said.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
what's the range on detect magic?
out of character here. Darcy also knows tech magic, but because spells known. Uh, well, not so much. But thing
Would-
can
how would-
okay, sorry, can
You think-
prepare.
You think they'd be intelligent enough to read books? Like this? That's a horribly stupid question. I just realized.
Do you think
But,
do you think they're talented enough to flip a page of a book?
I'm asking if they're talented enough to gain spells via just knowledge, I guess. I mean, sure, they might find some artifact that might give them magic, but
I mean, do you want me to answer this seriously?
any theory works, like I said.
Anyone that can read, anyone that can learn. Anyone that can learn, well, she just
Power.
uses prestidigitation to just like make swirls of like sparkles.
I agree.
And they can do this.
Well, perhaps let's hope that they're not powerful enough to get some high level spells.
You,
Hopefully,
Golly,
just a few cantrips.
you gonna join
That's-
us?
That's a bit of a death flag. And Gully just goes, "Oh, I already assumed that I was just part of the hunting group. If you sortie, I shall sortie. If you
Well, in
retreat,
that
I
case-
shall."
Well, in that case, just do your best. Don't get yourself killed unless you want to.
Oh, of course. I had heard of the talks. Since you and the Sir Weaver there are taking the front lines, I myself shall be the secondary engage. Should there be a falter in the lines, or should a troll try and go for our backline, I shall try and intercept that one. But of course, I shall be expecting aid.
Out of character, of course, we can just kill them as any giant monster would, right? But what would be what is usually the most effective way to kill a troll? Normal ones at least.
Headfeast
Side
heard
character.
fire so far.
You said
Fire.
it a lot already. Fire.
Fire, mostly fire.
That's your knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. No, just making sure as well. Because
Alcohol is
do we
flammable,
have
right?
to? Do we have to like do a Star Wars AT-AT type bullshit with the rope?
I mean, another one is you have some lethal weapons called lollipops.
Yeah, that's right.
Just,
to
hey,
prepare-
Mr. Troll, would you like a lollipop?
My God.
I would take my tankard and just get a little bit of alcohol and pour it into the bottom of my quiver, so my arrows are sitting in the alcohol.
Das actually goes ahead and like rapidly taps Weaver a little bit.
Hey,
Is it Weaver? And he's actually also gonna kind of pull head for you in a little bit for this. This might be a little bit of an odd, right? But you think, well, because the lollipop is a pretty powerful drug in and of itself, you think we can melt it down and use it as some sort of a coating for an arrow?
Stop fucking with the lollipops.
Not to be used against the trolls.
Look. She has some bad lollipops, sure, but what if some of them are really good? We'll just be helping the trolls to that point.
Do you know?
Weaver's
which
gonna
one
note
this
an
is?
agreement.
what about a vial of poison?
Do you have a vial of poison?
Do you have a vial of
Yes.
poison?
Oh, you
Trolls
should
are very
definitely give
hardy
that to me.
creatures.
Yeah.
I'm saying this out of character. Trolls are generally pretty hardy creatures.
Why does a knight of the gods carry within themselves a vial of poison? And the
You probably
halfling
confiscated it from somewhere.
The halfling just says, "Dire times." You know?
Bad trolls.
No.
Dire trolls, dire times. Sorry.
I'm the paladin of the ancients, and if nature creates poison, it's there for a reason.
Hey, you know what? I'm sold. Yeah, you make a fair point there, sir.
Right.
So,
The halfling's like, sounds like bullshit to me.
how much poison are we talking? You said a vial of poison. How much poison is that?
1 use.
It's one use, but
Well,
If I mix
it
it with
is
the alcohol in my tankard, would it like deplenish the effects of the
not
poison?
quite. You need to use the whole vial. The thing is, this will affect any size of a creature, and it'll give. It won't do poison damage. This is a proper poison, Ezekiel. This is a vial of poison. It actually applies the poison condition for this one.
Oh,
So it is rather useful. However, you need to find a way to make the victim of this ingested.
when
what if
which
I
poison do you
crushed up
think
the
I have?
lollipop? What if I made like a makeshift potion with the alcohol, the crushed up lollipop, and the poison? Would that be
Okay,
enough?
right. You're good, but you're not an alchemist, just Scout. Stick to that.
Uh, I'm just trying to
Also,
make it a
we're
little
leaving
easier
soon
for us.
anyways.
It won't take me long. I just need some heat.
And how are we gonna get enough heat to make a decent mixture?
Fire.
I'd go ahead and pull out the thermal cube. I mean, it's not enough, but it's something.
If it doesn't burn you, it won't burn a lollipop.
Yeah, out of character, it's like 32 something degrees.
Weaver is
Celsius.
not offering his lollipop.
Okay, never mind.
And no one knows about head raise. Right. Head raise is gonna be like, right, the other group should be back soon. We'll either see them or head off in 10 minutes. I'm assuming this is like close to the time.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you can time skip to it anytime you'd like.
Fucking fire, bro. God damn it. Is there really only one of us or two of us that can do fires?
I can
Like-
do fire.
Yeah, so two of us, Weaver and fucking Kide, that can do fire.
I have
Nobody
like
else
do
can,
fire.
which is
ways
gonna
of
be
doing fire though.
I do not count
Yeah.
less.
Oh, Ezekiel can. Yeah, true. I know which spell you're talking about. Yes.
Oh yeah, the spell that doesn't need a save, does it? Yeah, that one.
I can do sacred fire. I also have fiery chains, and then I can just set my
What
arrows on
language was-
fire as well.
Okay.
Right. Time skip, lads? Or anything else you guys want to do?
Not really. I
No.
put alcohol in the bottom of my quiver, so it should be
Oh
fine.
shit. Das is now curious again. Shit. He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back to Bob because at least the south side of this whole region he is unfamiliar with. I'm assuming. So he's gonna go to
Bob can
Bob.
fly. Is he nearby?
Bob is nearby. He is always
Okay.
stationed at like the entrance to meet with any adventurers that are coming through.
Okay. Das kind of Bob. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Has there been any magical history with this mountain range? Any it doesn't have to be concrete or scientific, just lore, I guess.
There is
Um,
the curse that and he explains again the Banshee of the Peaks.
right?
Just
Yeah.
her curse, yeah. And her curse apparently spreads throughout all this mountain.
Are there any well, does the lore say anything specific about the curse itself, or is it just a generic
That
curse of
apparently the curse was meant to be some sort of curse to the lands to make sure the mountain range itself rots. However, she herself became that curse. So, for as long as she lives or unlives, not entirely too sure of the definition, but for as long as she exists, she herself applies the rot personally to the mountain range.
has there been any tales either fairy tales or actual accounts of past adventurers encountering just general magic in the mountain range.
None. And those that have encountered her, well, let's just say we do not get much reports of the banshee, if at all. But we do have a
Not
lot
much.
of missing people, missing
Of course.
adventurers.
This banshee, how does the tale describe her again?
A short one. I only know from my database. She was an archmage, an elven archmage of Salathis. Something had happened here
Okay.
in this very mountain range.
It's
And
called
in her with her
Banshee of
dying
the
words,
Peak?
she had wished upon a curse to the mountain range.
You said Banshee of the Peaks, was it?
Correct.
Okay, back to the short elven curse.
Or how I like to call it, Banshee that had peaked.
Peak banshee.
Right. Thank you for that. Just so I can share this information. Perhaps the trolls found something of hers that allowed them to gain magic powers. But just thought I'd ask you and share this. Thank you. And he'll
All
go back
theories
to
will be thought on and recorded, but not discussed.
he'll go back to Headfree and the rest.
Yep. Okay.
It's
With that,
reasonable.
yeah,
We love
going
it.
towards the time skip towards where you. All right. Your time comes, and basically, the tiefling does make an adjustment and says, and walks up to you, Headfree, and he says, "Oh, by the way, right, nice to meet you all," he says to the party. You are meant, although the time is here, sometimes they are late, sometimes they are early. You're meant to go when they arrive. But if an hour does pass, you may just go, and if you encounter them, just explain, where you're from and what you're doing, and they'll do the same. You'll see them. They are a band of orcs, actually.
I was just gonna wait 10 or so minutes, but if an hour was customary, maybe I'll wait a bit longer.
He nods. Just so you're aware. Oh, your preferences for drinks, lads and ladies? And the halfling just goes, "Yeah, what's it to you?" And he just says, I mean, well, my crew and I have an overabundance of fire wine, and other wines and other beers. We have a certain magical item that just produces an infinite amount of alcohol we wish to share.
Oh, you mean like
something-
this? And I pull out my tankard.
Something like that, but on a grander scale. We can actually choose.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
Am I
Something
not
strong.
able to
is useful.
choose?
Not Dwarven
For
make.
your tankard, it's limited, I believe.
Yeah, if it's just the wine, right?
I thought it was any thing. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, Heavy's gonna say something strong, not Dwarven make.
Right. Man, you really don't like your dwarves, do you?
I have my reasons.
Oh, it's dwarven ale.
I'd pry.
Should have seen it earlier. I only snapped a gnome in half because they called me an underdwarf.
Do I see a sweat going down?
No, he's like properly amused.
I was gonna say.
He's got a weird laugh though. He's
I'm in danger.
For as like beautiful looking of a man as he is, he laughs very weird. He's you're very funny, but I think you're very serious too. Believe me, I'd love to see such a spectacle. Anyway, that's all I just wanted to say. Toodles. And as he walks, you see, this particular person. He begins to walk, and he just walks on the air, and he walks towards where his cavern is.
Wizards. I know. I want a sorcerer.
I'm not a wizard. I am a
Aye.
sorcerer. Whatever. What continues walking.
Yeah, casters.
Halfling looks at him. Halfling looks at him, scoffs. Sorcerers.
Casters.
And the dwarves, she says, smiling.
Heavy just head free. Well, you see him. He he has that look in his eye. He wants to punch this person now.
She looks at him. She like does a double take. I'm jesting. Can't you take a joke? Chill. Jeez. I guess not. Honestly, I can't wait. And then you hear like a bunch of like announcements like, "Oh, they're back. Oh, we need to finally record some deaths, it seems." And you watch as like a band of like these orcs seem to be carrying with them their fallen. What used to be 9 seems to be reduced to 5, and 4 of them are carrying like a body each. And there's a very like exhausted looking orc there with the great axe in hand still, and he's just like, we fucked up. Too many.
All right, let's go.
Okay, but
Heavy's gonna go to
are they
Orcs
dead, or are they like
Yep.
are any of them savable?
You look at them; they are like mangled corpses.
Oh, okay.
Oh
never
god.
mind.
Yeah, Heavy's gonna go to the orc that he assumes
Wait.
is in charge.
You see
Wait,
the
before we
ring
go-
on them. Yeah.
Wait, before we go, Daz is gonna run towards Bob again. Sorry, do you have any supplies? I'd like to ask if you have any binoculars or telescopes, just in case.
I had an hour to do this. I'm just gonna go to the orc anyways.
He
Weaver follows
Bob
him.
just Bob just looks at you. Like,
If you don't, it's fine. Just making sure.
you are an adventuring party to be partaking in an operation. You are to provide your own supplies.
Right. Just making sure if it was just laying around. But yeah, thank you. Sorry. And he's just gonna run to the rest.
Yep.
35
You
feet.
walk up to the one with the great axe in hand. Seems to be in charge. Very muscular looking orc. Just like very like bodybuilder type, Arnold Schwarzenegger sort of like level, and he's just like, whoa.
What'd you
Don't
volunteer?
look at me. He's dead tired.
Run into? No, they came from behind.
Ambush?
Ambush.
Hmm.
Cowardly
So they are
trolls.
They are smart.
Not smart, cowardly. He just says.
Well, best not underestimate their abilities then.
Normal trolls, dire, anything unique.
2 of them spit out venom. Poisoned. We hit them.
Excuse me?
Poison spit back from the skins.
That's one of those.
And one of them, 6 arms. And he explains what a dire troll is.
But those other 2, does Heavy know but those other 2?
It's the first time anyone's mentioned of this troll variant. You know of them, venom trolls that exist.
Ah,
Wait, that was the first thing like Team 2 fought, wasn't it? Besides that construct scarecrow thing.
Correct.
Shit.
Team 2 null. Yes?
Yeah.
It was pretty hard at level 5, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a couple of those in a group of trolls.
With a dire troll.
Yeah, and these guys had like 4 out of 9 killed.
Well-
But sure for it, like the last two, they're dragging back like all the heads, including what looks to be like a bony protrusion dire troll head.
Make that 6.
Yeah, and yeah,
Any of the
it's a
weird, any of the
total
like the
7.
weird venom trolls?
It looks like you see that variant. Instead of oozing out blood trailing, it looks like they're oozing out like a bit of like the venom. They look the same, just like with a greener sort of like sicklier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What were their
Reskin trolls.
what were their compositions? Mostly close range
What?
fighters.
What competition?
Yes. Just leave him to grieve. Let's go. We got what we need.
We no grieve. We have the gold. We bring back. We fight.
Oh.
Now you fight. He says, poking you in the chest. You kill them. You kill them good.
Yep. I'll make sure none of us die in the process.
He growls back at you, and then just walks away.
Yeah. Right. We got information. There's more variants.
Indeed. And the halfling's like, I kind of expected this. Why did they only show up now? What's wrong with the whole communication systems here, or are they just only showing whenever? I'll get to the bottom of this. I'm really curious now.
We do need to be careful. If they're going to be willing to ambush, they're going to do it again.
I'm not sure about you lot, but I can escape on my own just fine. Just make sure
I
you have.
Way more intelligent than we thought. Then
Oh, remember that very fancy item I bought from the auction? I can escape from it too.
Sure. Hey, make sure you grab me in it, and if I'm not close, I'm totally fine to be left behind. By the way, just as a note.
I'll give you a 5-second warning.
Good enough for me. Oh, how sweet of you. She says,
I will leave you
rolling her
behind
eyes.
without any notice.
Oh, that's more like it. She turns back to the group as she was actually beginning to lead it. And she puts her hands on her hips and she says, "Do you have a name? What do I call you guys?"
Nothing right now.
Nothing right now.
That is not our name.
Led by the underdwarf. she says grinning.
the Nothing Men.
No. Stop
That's
the
gonna
names.
chuckles a bit.
She
He's
frowns.
like
She goes,
wheezes.
"Actually, don't make it worse for him. Looks like he's about to pop a vessel. Look at him."
Do you know
Right,
what? Do
right.
you know what our first name was?
What, Trinity?
Holy Trinity with this lad. There were 4 of us.
Shut it.
That's actually
were-
cringe.
Look, there were 3 knights and 1 cleric, which is me. I just counted
That's
them.
not a trinity.
I just counted
Thank
them.
you.
I didn't count myself in.
Well, I have to agree with the miss. That is 4. You do well to call yourselves the Holy Square. Oh, no, that's not. It's like,
Well, the Holy Quad doesn't sound as catchy,
the halfling laughs. The Holy Quad. You're a holy muscle.
Oh, now there's 6
To
of
be
us now,
fair,
so it
to be
still
fair,
doesn't matter.
To be fair, most paladins might like that name. Now think about it.
I said to call us the Bane.
That's also stupid.
Well,
Okay,
regardless,
I'll put it
I
to
guess
you'll
it's
workshop
Four
it.
at 3.
Just call us by individual names.
yeah.
Yep, I'll get to learning that eventually. I was thinking after this, since you guys aren't too bad, and if I deem it worthy, the Silver Hearts always got room.
I'm not interested. They might, but I'm not.
Nah, no fun.
Yeah, head free goes alone, fortunately.
So you're saying you're interested? Oh, well, I'll have to see how good you are at fighting first. But yes. Ooh.
Right. So this one, gonna point at Das, can't fight to save his life.
Oh,
No, but I'm best in other fields.
Yes, he's a caster.
oh, you'll do
A
fine.
cleric of our team.
Oh, well, cheer up, buddy. You're gonna have plenty of bodies to help revivify, I think.
I
Speaking of which, do you have any talented clerics on your own here?
Nope.
So if your recruits die, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
not
They
if
know
I
that
said
really-
very fully well.
You really planned this, didn't you?
Ah. She gives you like a sly smile and she just says, let's just say the weak deserve to be called.
I can agree with that. It looks at us for only a moment.
Is she? Walks on by.
Well,
Make a-
you know, alliances are alliances. Trusted
Make
or
a-
So
not.
yeah. Marching order with apparently Leia leading the pack.
So be Leia, Kaid, and I suppose Das in front, since he wanted to scout.
Yep, Gulliver would be right behind him actually.
Kaid too, I believe, unless he's staying in the back.
Yeah, that's what I said. Kaid, the halfling, which I forgot her name, but Hedwig
Leia.
isn't gonna say anything.
Leia.
Leia. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Leia
Leia's-
Pickles.
And then Das in front.
Elf.
So you should move your token from marching order.
She says to either call her Leia or just Miss Pickles.
You know, I named an entire country after pickles once.
No,
What?
Like, not even in D&D, it was a school thing. We had to name a country, we put it to a vote, and the name was Shickle Pickle in the end.
All right. The pathways are clear to which you are led to and being guided by Kaid as well as Leia here as they detect what seems to be just like the aftermath of like the carving of destruction. Either that or just an obvious mountain path, like a very very wide valley or crevasse to traverse through. There's all sorts here now within the midst of the Gutmosh mountain range as you look towards left and right, center, back and forth. Plenty of places to get lost to, but thanks to having Kaid, you can easily backtrack towards the base of operations. So considering that you will not need survival checks to avoid getting lost, which is one of the main dangers of this place. So thank Kaid for that. However, Friendly, could you roll for me a D100, please?
Oh
Natural one.
no!
Natural one.
No, I'm
I
chilling.
mean, if
Give-
we have a
give it
one,
to
you
me.
guys know exactly what you'll be fighting. One of two.
Yep.
One of two.
Hopefully,
Can you,
yeah,
can you
I'm
just roll
hoping
a
for
nice low
one of
50?
them. Natural one. Or 100.
Oh no,
Holy
Fred,
shit.
why?
Holy shit!
Yep, we're gonna meet that fucking archmage real damn soon, apparently. Thank you so
Holy
much, Panda. That's
Holy
great.
shit.
I'm scared.
Might I ask, since we're watching out for ambushes on either side of us, can we all make perception checks?
I have
Yeah,
bow of warning, so
that's
if
not
we're
a problem.
attacked,
But let me,
lets us all know.
because you guys also picked the time slot, agreed to the time slot in which these guys were meant to be hunting, which is from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m.
No.
I'm completely fine with that.
As the night progresses through, Leia just.
I do want to mention, I have attuned to that ring, by the way, in the last hour.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Very,
Cool.
very good.
So are these trolls that are weak to sunlight, or are these trolls that's like
Seriously?
big bad mountain people?
Those are vampires.
Vampire
No.
trolls.
Yeah,
Trolls are also in like the Celtic type trolls. They are.
You're
weak to
thinking of
sunlight.
Hilda.
Suicide
I'm
Clyde.
not thinking specifically of Hilda, but yes, that is one of the variations
What's up?
of it.
No, I was gonna say out of character here when friendly rolls a 5 and all that. Just a out of map sneeze from the future opponent or whatever it's going to happen. Just like, is someone talking about me?
I'm just gonna roll up a new
Just
character
like
on you.
you know, like the,
Not yet.
the sneeze and it's like, is someone talking about me?
Yeah. The night
Single digit
night-
bullshit right again.
yeah. the night arrives and put in your rain ambience as it begins to rain.
Oh.
Heavy rain, actually.
Ooh.
Your vision is obscured. And Leia just makes she just puts her hood up and she just makes a comment. She just says, it'd be really bad for some of the trolls to fight us right now because it'd be very hard to set them on fire, wouldn't it?
Don't jinx it.
Don't
Please.
jinx us halfway.
Everything I've said has never come to, and you guys hear a.
Fuck you.
You just had to say it.
Look, okay. If I'm, that could have been anything, and you hear a.
Headfree, you still have those bombs, right?
I'm not throwing a bomb in water. Fucking rain.
I'm not saying to throw one. Can I have
Leia
one?
just says, "Let's
No.
keep down. We don't
Yes.
even know where they are. It's too dark."
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
make a
put up
stealth
a
check.
light. I was gonna put up a light, but that would mean the boulders would come at us if they know of our location.
So let's
Still.
hide.
And Gulliver's like, I believe I am the least qualified for stealth.
Fine, if you make noise, I'll throw at them. Sacrifice.
Can I guidance
Please.
or can I like guidance or bless
Good sir,
Gulliver?
do not. At this very moment, do you risk At this very moment, do you risk guidance? It is a verbal somatic spell.
Yeah.
Headfree's gonna
How
get
loud do I have to
Headfree's
be
like
to
20
do that?
feet
I
away
can't
if he can
whisper it.
stealth.
You can't
Loud
whisper
enough,
a
dude.
guidance. You need to be
Yeah.
able to properly guide someone when you guide.
Yeah, straight up say it. Plus,
Yeah.
we
It's the
are in a
confidence.
mountain.
All right,
We
what
are in a
about
mountain
bless,
range.
then?
Fucking echoes.
Fuck.
What about bless
Heavy-
then?
Headfree's gonna. There's also verbal, I'm pretty sure, but Headfree's gonna get down and like
Yeah, but like
trying to be
verbal
as least
being
quiet as
what, like-
possible.
do I have to say it like
Really?
super loud or can I whisper bless?
Yeah, it's like you're chanting a spell.
Yeah,
You
you're
would
You're
chant.
chanting a spell. I mean,
Yeah,
you can risk it if you'd like. You can try and say it as quietly as you can.
Out of
Straight up
character here, you
yeah.
could always just ask Zazu to do the Bless of the Trickster.
Is that? Is that? I think that's. No, it's not verbal.
No,
is
it's touch. It's touch.
it? It's just straight up.
That's right. Headfree's
Alright,
gonna
well-
be stealthing now.
Well, I'll ask you
Shit.
to like
Let's see another that one.
All right, stealth checks, you guys.
The fucking
Yeah.
rain made the rock slippery.
Do pretty shit.
Fuck, Leia.
She did
Das,
well.
Das, I'm not giving it to Gilbert. I'm giving it to you. The trickster.
You giving it to me? I bet.
Yep.
Okay, so that's advantage. Oh, Ezekiel! My goodness, is that advantage, right? So I have a straight roll.
Oh my god, even with disadvantage.
I was gonna say, like he has
Oh, wait.
disadvantage, doesn't he?
Okay, so I have a straight
No,
roll.
I have a disadvantage.
Yeah, so that's that's straight roll. As soon as fine. You're good. You're fine. Double nats on you. You're fine, dude.
I can't
Do the
believe
sound-
one of the men with plate armor gave you guys double success.
It doesn't matter. Straight roll. Anyway.
No,
It's
that's
not
if
like
I,
the rain's hitting my metal armor going ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
And motherfucker's dodging the rain.
It's not actually. Ezekiel has been the quietest you guys have ever. Wait, where is he?
He blended in so well.
How about the
You guys
black?
have actually lost track of Ezekiel.
the plate armor guy.
Hey!
Okay.
Yep. All right. And then one more. I have to roll for Gulliver. All right.
Natural one. Natural one.
Natural one. See, welcome to the dark side.
Nah.
Oh, okay, we rolled.
At this point, might as well, bro. At this point, might as well.
5.
It wasn't
Wait,
my
let
fault
me-
entirely.
All right.
No
Fail.
less. We're already
Fail.
fucked.
Fail.
We might as well.
Fail.
We might as well commit
Double
to this
success.
fuckery, bro.
Fail. Success. Fail. Well.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, we
good to
failed. We failed.
know. You guys are
It's
left.
okay.
Okay, you guys all keep quiet. all
Shut the fuck
stay
up,
still.
Tess.
As you say that, it rings out. Das, das. And you hear a.
I look at her like, really?
And can anyone speak giant?
Ugh,
I
can,
can.
yes.
You
The
hear
Rune Knights have giant proficiency.
yeah, the Rune Knights, both of you hear I spotted them. Go there that way. And
Ah, a question: can Hedwig call out "No, the other way" in giant?
the other way. As you begin saying this, already boulders come flying towards your group's direction.
Oh.
And as they are about to impact, I'm gonna end the session there.
Of course.
Oh.
Yep. Now level up next time. Definitely though. Level up next time.
I mean, good luck with this encounter, boys.
Oh no shit.
They
Oh,
rolled
session tomorrow?
they rolled something the orcs did. Let's just say.
Ah, yeah, true.
How much would you say those rocks weigh?
The
You don't know.
rocks.
It's raining. It's hard to see. But yeah,
Damn it,
Guys,
that's what it's
well-
a word.
Hedfrey,
guys,
did
well
you pick
done
up a
on
rock
reaching it
from what's
here.
called?
Had you taken a long rest in back at the camp, you guys would have gotten your level up.
No fucking
really?
shot, brother.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's not off of battles; it's off of milestones.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? We weren't thinking that going to a mountain range would be a milestone. To be fair, honestly, I
I
feel
mean,
like
we did.
I think he meant not getting killed
Yeah,
by
all
Zhao.
we had to do was just long rest. We technically short rested because we were there for what?
yeah, but not a
hours.
long rest. Level up's a long
Not a long
rest,
Yeah,
dude.
no, I
You
know,
gotta-
I
you
know,
gotta
I know. It's
long
not a
rest.
long rest. I was like, damn, we should. I'm just saying we should.
Short rest for sure.
Hindsight.
But you know, if
Nice.
you succeed on this, you get the
We
heads,
might get
come
2
back,
levels.
rest.
Situation
you might
is
get
too
no.
dire.
I'm joking.
You might get
You
a
might
double. You might get a double level up.
Zazie
Right.
will get 2 levels. Everyone will get 1.
Can I bet
you
2 gold
survive.
points to myself that I'm gonna
If-
die first?
You can bet a cool point. Sure. I mean, you guys remember the plans? It's
What
a
plan?
New,
That shit-
new
that went to
objective
shit.
survive.
On the bright side, I'm pretty sure magical
Dude, bro
frames
just popped
from
up as a random quest on us.
Yeah.
what
Good
do
luck
they
against
call
these
that?
trolls. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
Session
I'm gonna go
tomorrow?
sleep because
Crazy.
I almost fell asleep twice. Not gonna lie, I did not get a lot of sleep resetting my computer.
Are we getting a session tomorrow, Clegg?
I'll say not for tomorrow. We'll give you guys a D&D break. You guys deserve it.
Oh man,
What's the break?
we kind of want to finish this now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Shit. We're still looking forward to it.
I can keep
no, I'll
going. Honestly, I just need some coffee.
I mean, you just said you were about to fall asleep. So.
I just need some coffee.
You
And
need
if
some
it's
coffee.
a troll fight,
You need some
Nah,
coffee.
there's some other
If it's a
people with
troll fight, I
like
can keep
work
going.
tomorrow and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was kidding.
We'll end it here.
Hardcore.
We'll start
Can
with
we please stop having friendly roll this shit?
no, because if I kept having Dizzy roll, it would be infinitely worse.
Oh. This is not here.
You should have had me
True.
roll it.
Oh
shit.
Rather you roll it.
Why?
Look at Rycroft beat my lowest.
Yeah, he beat the lowest. Yeah, he's 51 out of 40. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh damn! I have to jump to mine and delete mine. Fuck.
He beat the lowest. Oh my god. You're right.
Well, one of your characters is gonna be shit house.
Oh, I would love that as a fucking stat, bro. That'd be funny as shit.
Lowest one right here. Let's go.
Wait, what happened?
What is the lowest possible though? Like all of it, like all ones? Each being 4?
All ones
Four
each being
would be-
3.
Each being 3, sorry.
Boom, 82. Holy shit.
18 is the
Wait.
lowest? Okay. Average
So yeah,
3.
the highest one has been from friendly, which is a 93. The previous lowest one was beat at 54, and now it's 51 by Callum.
Oh, 89. Look at those
Oh,
stats.
this new character is gonna be.
Hey, 69!
89 is good, bro. Holy.
68. Oh, I'm going down.
88.
Yeah, it's the time where everyone needs real stats.
Yeah. 88. 71, 71, 62, come on. 63, going up.
58! Oh, someone got 58!
Nah, it's like
51's
you in a
lowest.
lifetime.
I know,
changes,
but I'm just saying.
Getting there. 51, 71,
91. Ooh, close.
It's
Hella close.
actually normal.
101.
How many in this party? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wait.
8. Okay.
I got 69 again.
Yeah, it's another. 91
Okay.
again.
Oh, someone got 91.
It's the biggest one. Watch.
69, Fog.
Oops, 63. Going down.
Only people in the party are getting hit, not Gulliver and Leia. I think.
That's crazy.
Who is getting hit, by the way?
On the so that's Ezekiel. That's
Excuse me.
head free. And that is Weaver. Oh, it's actually pretty decent. Whoever's yeah.
Does that have
So
any
we've been
rolls?
targeted, or we've been.
I just rolled for whoever the boulders are going towards.
I'm assuming it's an attack roll or save, by the
People
way,
rolling in this
potentially.
It's an
Yeah,
attack
then-
roll. Don't worry. I'll do
Okay.
that. I'll do that whole sequence.
67.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow would be Friday. No, Thursday.
And then we have.
No,
yeah,
Friday.
We have shots sets today.
Yeah,
so
Friday would be
either-
Friday would be a break. Saturday
Sunday.
would be. Yeah, so it's Sunday, you guys.
You said Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday would be near. Sunday would be your second to last session would be with me, due to the
Okay.
time skip rules.
And then what?
And best thing is-
over?
Thankfully, we can teleport wherever we need to, so location-wise, we're fine.
Correct.
Alright, thank you guys for the session. I'm gonna go pass out.
Not a problem. GG's. Cheers for playing. Good
Jeez.
job, guys.
Hopefully
Good job on
my
making it
characters
this far.
survives.
Can we just dip
actually-
out on this battle? Like, get free help us out, please.
You
I
think
mean, you can
Hedvig's
if you'd
first
like.
choice is going to be
Alright, one
like
last
Hedvig's first choice? Run from a fight? Fuck that.
Yeah, Weaver's
Did we
not meant to
break
run
it?
from fights.
Fuck no. That's why I know. That's why I'm rolling for characters. Weaver's not going to run. I want him to, but it's not. Which is why I'm rolling for new characters now.
Yeah, we might as well just roll for character.
I mean, don't worry. In the case for your tenants, you can run against. Yeah, you can run away in cases like Shao.
Honestly, I'm an optimist. So what are we gonna do for level ups, just in case? What are the plans? What are plans for level ups?
Fighter.
Why?
Multi-class into monk and learn the ways of the murder.
I was gonna say
guess.
I was gonna multi-class to bard, bro. Like this, might as
The way
well.
of
We don't need your words to actually deal physical damage. Come on now.
Well, I'm not gonna do well. Actually, Toxic City's laughter sounds really good right now. I'm just saying.
Right, catch you guys
Finally
later.
make head free laugh.
GG's, guys. I'm off as well. Good luck and good night. Goodbye.
No.